Big as a banana.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the fucking
was it Garthy?
of Zweihander, the Great Schism, brought to you by the Component Cut. Oh, fuck you! It's my job to do the audio puns. It's my job. I give up. These people, these children.
You love us really?
Children, pets, and rivals. Can't work with them. But anyway, tonight, I'm completely thrown. So, Roach, what are we playing?
Zweihander.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's got a starter set. I went over it all last week. I'm not bringing it out again because it's on the shelf now. That's where it lives. Yeah. So the Zweihander starter set is so good that it is literally going to be purchased by me next payday. And I'm also thinking about getting it as a couple of Christmas presents for people. It's got a lot to it. I would definitely.
But if you want to see our essentially a full unboxing, we did one last week, so head on over to last week's video. What else do I normally ask in this opening? Mikey!
Well, the podcast!
Yeah, Mikey!
The podcast. It's now a thing. You can follow us on Spotify. You can follow us on Anchor. I'm going to beat the shit out of Midge until he actually lets us make it on other platforms, because we can do that. So yeah, it'll be fun. Don't worry. You can find us sooner or later. You'll find us on every single platform where you can find your podcasts. Once Midge, does.
What do I have to do? This is the first time I've been told about something here. What?
I just wanted to see Midge's reaction. We'll we'll fafu later on. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure if you look at your chats, there's somebody who's mentioned to you a month ago.
Probably.
Yeah, you probably were supposed to pin it or something like that and just didn't.
Somehow, even when I'm not uploading the podcast, I'm being blamed for the podcast not being uploaded.
Oh no, it's not being uploaded because I just haven't found the time to do it. But don't worry, it'll get done soon.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
But yeah, the entirety of Trakoga Nights and soon Elendor, and then soon all of our shows so far will be making their way onto wherever you get your podcasts. So you can now listen to us in the car, if you wanted to.
Sleeping Giants.
That would be a wild one, because I'm not sure if we've got all of that intact anywhere.
No.
The hodgepodge of sources that you'd have to go through.
We get some of it from Podbean. We get some of it from Midge's YouTube.
Yeah,
some of
it's all privated on my channel right now, so it'll be an interesting get. But yes, there is one other thing that we need to cover tonight, which you will be able to see in just a moment. But before we get on with this, I just wanted to say another thank you to our lovely supporters we have out there. Those of you who are subs, and those of you who are subscribers, and those of you who give to us on Patreon. We couldn't be doing this without you. The reason I'm saying this is because in the next year coming, we are going to be running not one, not two, but 3 shows a week, at least for a little while, which is super awesome. That's 3 actual plays coming to you every week, plus possible future shows. We also have a wonderful one-shot coming in the not too distant future, being GM'd by our lovely Red Moogle for us, which is the Christmas special. As I said yesterday, Elendor is on a break until after the Xmas wintry bit, and then we'll be back for our end of show. But in that meantime, in that slot in between the going dark for Zweihander for a little while and the going dark for Elendor for a little while, we have a wonderful one-shot coming from our lovely Red Moogle, and we'll have a little bit more.
Red's first time GMing.
Yeah, and I'm super excited, and we'll have.
Only a year late.
Yeah, it's only a year late. It was only meant to happen as well last year, but we're making it happen. So you've got a lot of fun things, and we wouldn't be able to do that without patrons and those who give to us. So thank you guys again. So I'm guessing, well, what we're going to do now is we'll showcase something special before we move on to tonight's episode. Oh, good day. I'm Martin Sanderson, and I'm the CEO of Avari Military Solutions. We here at Avari know that it doesn't take much to cause problems out on the frontier. Whether that be from local pirate raids, neighboring interstellar powers, or even just an unhappy populace with unreasonable demands. Just what is a small to mid-sized regional power to do when faced with these problems? You look to Avari for your solutions. With open-ended contracts, well-trained personnel, state-of-the-art aerospace forces, and competitive rates, we stand ready to help find the right solution to your problem. So if you have a problem, why not call Avari for your solution? Our operators are waiting to take your call, and consultations are free of charge.
Avari Military Solutions, a solution for your problem.
Avari Military Solutions is not licensed to operate within the Kark and Grey Baronies, the Andes Corps, or any Class A combat zones. AMS is a subsidiary of Omni Radiance Holdings, a family company.
And we're back.
Nobody got it, Rival. You were muted. So it's only going to be us for an indeterminate amount of time. At least one other person should be showing up at some point. We don't know when, which makes this a little interesting because we ended off last week with a combat just beginning.
Yep. I just plonked someone on the head. It would just done my turn, right?
No, I think we were just getting into the we were just getting into the point where we would roll initiatives and stuff.
Yeah, I just hit the bandit on the head.
Someone through a freaking window.
Because I just
done 2 combat rounds.
Yeah, because
I just shouted you're under the rest, and then you guys rolled initiative.
Yeah, Midge bonked her on the head and did no damage, and was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, because I missed knocking her out.
Yep. So there is a combat map up, Rival. So you can join if you remember how to work that.
I'm going to have a lovely time in a garden.
Oh, yeah, you're not here, are you?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool.
Ashen. Poof.
It's really weird because the only way to get rid of a token on a map is to go through the kill menu.
There's Tari. Speaking of Tari.
Hey, just in time.
Which map?
Rugger's boarding house.
I'm summoning you, so you should just immediately jump to it.
The cameras are going to be off right now. 2 moments.
Oh, this can't be a map of yours, Roach. It's too bright.
Listen,
Listen, watch your goddamn mouth.
Rival is in a mood today.
Rival's been surviving on like 4 to 5 hours sleep for the last, I don't know, 7 weeks or something stupid like that. So yeah, Rival's exhausted.
That's been me for the last 3 months, and I want to die.
I got 15 hours of sleep last night.
God, I wish that was me.
So yeah, I stayed up for 26 hours the night before and took 2 sleeping pills. So that kind of worked out.
I want to just say to Discourse, I'm very sorry for the webcam she has this week.
I'm not. That's very. It's hilarious.
Amazing.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Amazing. I love it. The only way it could be better is if it was her Discord, like her personal Discord channels, like animated thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's a screen grab of that, but
just her eye.
It would be great if it actually was animated.
It's the eye of Sauron staring back into my soul, is what it is.
I'll see if I can nab the GIF.
That'd be hilarious. It'd be brilliant, but also hilarious.
Yes. We start. Oh, I just gotta get my space worked out here for combat. I wish I had kind of a standing desk so I could just get a table to put on the side and I could put everything off there.
That'd be handy.
It would be.
I do have a quick question, Roach. Are these two guard-dressed people, or are they the bounty hunters next to the well? Cool.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I just need dragging in.
Yep. Just give me a second.
That's cool. There's a rooftop dining and drinking area. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, don't pay too much of attention to this map. It was kind of a spur. I had to.
I like it. I like it. It's cool.
I had to make do with one that I could find.
No, I like this actually. I like this. This is cool. I like the little rooftop dining area. I really like that.
Yeah. We started last week with. We ended off last week with a combat starting between the bounty, Miss Hannah Buman. It's still up in the air. Your group, the bounty hunters, and a random mob of drunkards are all fighting each other somehow. It just kind of occurred naturally. So I'm gonna need all of you to roll your initiative. I would also point out, because I'm not sure if everybody's been doing this. Keep in mind, a lot of the secondary traits, things like your peril, threshold, damage threshold, movement, things like that, are affected by the bonus, not the raw number. So
I've been doing it.
You should be updating that as you level those.
As you get better, you get faster and stronger and tougher.
Yeah. That also includes things like your movement and your initiative score.
It would if I had points at those.
Well, some people do.
Oh. Well, cool.
Red will help me with that later.
All right.
Roach, do you want the number now, or do you want to wait?
D10, right? Plus
your initiative modifier.
Yeah, it's a D10 plus your initiative.
Top of the second page of the sheet.
I just need to remember how to add something.
It has been a while. It has been a while.
I rolled a 17.
Nice.
Need to tell me later.
Damn it.
Oh gosh.
You gotta re-roll now. You told him. You gotta re-roll it.
I got on 11, so. Don't mind me. I'm gonna start a print as well.
Oh, I like your PJs.
I see you got your
Thank
printer.
you. I did.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about this print. I'm not sure if I need a support for it because there's a little bit of an overhang type thing. I'm doing a drip bracket.
I better see a mask when you open that. When he.
It's the washable stuff. The odor's next to nothing.
That doesn't matter. Yeah. So, first one. Let me just go down. Newton, what is your initiative score?
I got a 14.
Cool. So, Jeska.
18.
Cool. Drakel.
18. No, 17.
17. Cool. Dagmar.
11.
11.
you got an 11?
Yes.
Did you roll like really low on that D10?
I got a 7, and my initiative bonus thing is hold on.
It's your perception bonus plus 3.
No, sorry. I rolled a 4, and I've got an initiative bonus 7.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the math.
Yep. Okay. Just double check.
Those are numbers.
Those are numbers indeed.
Cool. Okay, so let's check Ingrid's.
712. We know she's amazing.
7 7's 14. Cool. Let's check Yannick. 10. Cool. This down.
This park is lovely. I mean, there's some beautiful trees. I've got myself a nice bench.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's great.
There's some butterflies.
Butterflies. It's just a lot of Asia's goodness just all around me, and I'm having a lovely time.
Hard cut to people throwing fists and.
Oh, there I am.
Okay, so highest one we have looks to be Jeska. I'm gonna go Jeska, then 17. What is your perception bonus, Drakel?
Five.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Good
I thought it was one of the other things, the smaller ones.
Yeah, 5.
And then I'm going, is that? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's one of the big ones. Oh, is that? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. God, moron.
5. Cool. So you go before Ingrid and Yannick, or you go before Yannick. Cool. 14. 15, Ingrid. What is your bonus, Newton?
For perception.
Full. Yeah, perception
5.
bonus. 5, cool. Ingrid. Dagmarson is definitely going to be in the back.
Dagmarson.
Yes. Perception is 4.
Yeah, you didn't tie with anyone, so it's okay. I'm just trying to work out. So the commoners got a 17 as a group, and they have a bonus of 4, but their overall score is a 40, which is less than that. I'm just gonna re-roll that. It's a tie.
Folks are watching from home to demonstrate good practice with the 3D printer. That box there is the contaminants, and it's entirely separate from that bag there that you may have seen me put stuff in, which is the stuff that I've cured so it can go in the bin. Please don't just put the paper towels in the bin.
Just one question. Who are you? Where's Utari?
Yeah, Utari being sensible.
There he is.
Oh my God, Utari! There was a weird guy with a mask on in your office.
Also, I won't
lie.
Utari, you kind of look like what's his name? The dude with the gas mask from Apex Legend.
I actually have a proper mask, but it's downstairs with my airbrush, like the proper full fucking.
I use those. Yeah, I've got a respirator for mine.
A rebreather.
A rebreather, yeah.
Not quite that level, but I mean, I could acquire one.
Brother.
Playing 40k Darktide as a rebreather wearing sharpshooter.
We're starting the turn order with, so it goes Jeska, Drakel, Yannick, one of the bounty hunters, Hannah, Newton, the other bounty hunter, Ingrid, Dagmar, and then the 5 commoners. which are the drunkards.
Nice.
And that's of the current people in this fight. There are. Oh, I should probably do that. So, because there is actually guidelines on how to roll for events. It's 2d10 plus 3. So we're just gonna see what, because there's events that can happen during this fight. So that's 9 plus. So it'll actually be right before the commoners. Cool. All right. So let's start with Jeska.
Hi, everyone. This is Jeska.
How could this happen to me?
I made my mistakes.
I can't use any more of that song.
DMCA'd. How could this happen to me? So I want to try and charm the commoners to leave. I'm gonna walk up to. Well, actually, hang on. I might as well move my actual miniature. So I'm gonna move up to. I have a movement speed of stupid. So
Yeah. That's fine.
There. That's Hannah, I assume, on the floor next to Drakel.
Yeah, I'm using what minis I have because I didn't want to buy anymore.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's Hannah in the middle because the two of them came tumbling down the roof.
Yeah.
I draw my sword and I point it at her. And Jeska says, Hannah Burman, you are under arrest for the attempted murder and murder of various people across the kingdoms. The rest of you, please leave. Calm yourselves. We're making an arrest here, and she's gonna try and get the
that'll be a
people
negative
to
10.
Fuck off.
On that
Yeah,
roll,
sure.
Because
That's fine.
They're drunk and they're
Rowdy.
having fun. Yes.
Yeah.
They also,
Okay.
although it isn't a feature of one of their traits, these drunkards have one trait called herp derp, which means they're easily distracted, so they immediately lose 1 AP if they don't they don't succeed a resolve test at the beginning of their turns. But I think
Nice.
herp derp also applies to social interactions. So yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, that's still a 50 for me because I have a point in charm. That's a 28 out of 50.
Ooh. Okay. We'll see how that goes when it goes.
So movement. Would you say the charm, the talking action, or would you call that rebel rousing or something? Whatever you want to call it. It's another AP.
Yeah.
Leaves me with 1, so I'm going to keep that 1.
Right. Also, to update, I'm not sure if this was in the original rule set, but a called shot now not only the thing about a called shot is it doesn't provide a bonus to hit anymore. It just means that they can't dodge or parry.
Protect themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Does it still cost AA AP?
It costs 2 AP and it has a negative 10 chance to hit base. So it takes away your chance to hit, but it means if you do hit, they can't counter that.
Miss. Yeah. They can't counter it.
Yeah. So that's how called shot works now. I looked through this. I didn't see any other major changes to how combat works with the rewrites, but if we encounter any, I will let you know. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? You're going to save an AP just in case? Or...
yeah.
Okay, cool. Because technically there's 2 of them around you.
Yeah, technically I'm engaged, so.
Yes. Okay, cool. Drakel, you're on the ground with the quarry that you've been tracking, or at least that you now are tracking. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Grapple her. Again.
Okay.
Because Newton can't do his job properly.
She's wearing armor. I have a stick. What do you want me to do? I twatted her very hard. I hit a 15. It was a 15. It didn't break her armor. Like, fuck.
So, you...
That would barely break my armor.
If you're wanting to do that, it's a perilous stunt, and there are 6 of them in the game now. It's chokehold, dirty tricks, disarm, stunning blow, sunder, takedown.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
prefer the Marvel version of that, punching in the face.
Yeah, just go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
They all cost 1 AP. But those are dirty tricks. Is you make a guy skullduggery check. If they fail an awareness check, they're blinded. Chokehold is you make an athletics or coordination versus their athletics, and if they fail, they're choked, which applies suffocation to them. Disarm, you disarm them. Stunning blow, make an athletics or interrogation test. The foe must resist with toughness, or they're stunned or unconscious. Sunder, athletics or warfare test. Foe must resist toughness, or their armor, shield, or weapon is ruined. And takedown, it's essentially athletics coordination. If they don't resist, they're pushed 3 yards away from you or knocked prone. They're already prone.
Already prone, so I'm going for choking.
Chokehold. Okay, cool. So make
I have a point in coordination.
Cool. So a coordination check versus their athletics, and I have first here.
And it's as close to my upper limit as possible. I want to get, isn't it?
No, that's not in the new one. It's now
Degrees
just
of
however many
success.
degrees of success versus their degrees of success, which is like for every 10th lower. So
as close as I can so that I can get to my...
No, you want it nearer 1.
You want it nearer 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're at 1, yeah. It's been switched out.
I want you to give me a good roll. Okay? Thank you.
Or else.
Or else I'll send you to Mikey. No, don't squeal.
Hey, listen, I don't treat my dice that badly.
6.
So that's what's your target number?
55.
So that would be
4 degrees of success.
4 degrees of success.
Good dice.
Okay. She succeeded, but only got 2 degrees of success, so you beat her. So you apply the suffocation. Pretty
With a well-timed cough.
You can.
Yeah. They're
I'm sorry,
choked.
everyone.
You're just doing SFX. It's great.
Yeah, fine. Don't worry about it.
Choked. You cannot use actions in combat. Immediately
Red, I love
suffer
your
1d10 plus d10 physical peril. Suffer it again at the start of each of your turns if your foe maintains chokehold. So you're not suffocating, but they will become incapacitated the longer it goes for, because it applies the peril effect on them. So they have a peril threshold of... They start at 11. They have a very high one because they're technically a witch hunter. So they're used to some pretty bad shit. So 1d10 plus...
Jesus, what's that will
your
bonus then?
Oh no, she's got well, I'll go into that. What's your brawn bonus? BB. 6, so 1d10 plus 6.
Like I have a will
not,
bonus of 6, and that gives me a 9 as the first of the peril track. If she's got that 11,
I've got an 8.
Is combat bonus of 9, brawn bonus of 8, willpower bonus of 8.
what the fuck?
Okay, so how much was done? You're not going to tell me.
She's taken a peril level, but only 1. I did roll 15. And she only took 1 peril level.
With my bonus?
Yeah, with your bonus. So, yeah, so that's him. She can't use actions against that. She will have to break it, which I'm pretty sure she would have to do a perilous stunt to stun you. 'Cause it says you can't take actions. Still maintains chokehold. So you could just keep going with that, but she is going to try and break out of it when her turn comes. We'll go over what that means. Cool. So that was one act. That was 2 AP to do that, I think, for that. No, 1 AP. You have 2 AP to go. You can't really do anything.
What can I do?
You might be able to stand up. I said, well, no, I'd say you're kind of quasi still on the ground. That wouldn't really work.
Save it for defensive action.
Yeah, just save it.
Yeah, I'll save him. I may as well. Got nothing else I can do.
Yep.
Punch her in the head.
Just a question. How many AP would it take to actually put some manacles on her?
That would be a interact action. That one, depending on if she's out or struggling, would change how much it is. Because that's a variable action. So, Yannick is coming over. He's fairly good, but he also hasn't been to sleep in a few days. His stats are kind of nerfed right now. He check. He walks over for an action.
Well, she is kind of being engaged at multiple positions right now, so there's something in his favor, maybe.
He's gonna try and. She's really struggling. He's gonna attack her. There's a lot going on right now. He's just gonna attack her with his sword. He doesn't have a spear, but I didn't have a model for Yannick. So.
Hey, listen, it's a dude who we didn't know if we were going to be getting into a fight with or not. So.
Yeah.
You know.
That was the wrong dice for that. I needed 10 die. 10s. 100. Yeah, no, he misses pretty bad. She's being choked by Drakel, but she's still like squirming around a lot, and he can't get a good shot in.
He also doesn't want to hit Drakel, so there's that too.
Yeah, that's less of a worry for him. She's worth a lot of money, so Drakel's not. It's kind of,
as far as he knows,
to him at least. So that's going to be his turn. He's going to save his AP, and then we have Hannah's turn. So she is just gonna try and break this. So it's another test like the one we just had. So your coordination or athletics versus her athletics. She can't do anything else.
Okay, guys, one more time.
Once again with feeling.
18.
So that's 3 degrees of success.
Nice.
Okay. She got a 12.
Ow.
What's your target number?
55.
55. You got a 18? So that would be 3 degrees of success. She has a 40. She got a 12.
That's 2 degrees.
It's 2 degrees, but barely. So again, she lost by a degree. She's still chokeholded. She takes another. Not enough to imperil her anymore. It'll take a lot to incapacitate her with this, but it is a cumulative after a certain point, because you gotta get 30 peril to break her last bracket.
And then, she just stops breathing because she's been chokeholded for so long.
Well, chokehold doesn't necessarily cut off your breathing as much as it starts to cut off blood flow.
Yeah,
that's
blood
true.
flow's not breathing, so she would pass out because the blood flow to the brain was
slowed or stopped.
Yeah, and that's infected by physical peril damage, which is kind of iffy. But she's a tough girl. She's a tough lady. Yep, that's the end of her turn. She can't do anything else. The chokehold does make it. She can only try and get out of it with her turn. So, Newt, it's your turn now.
So, how many how many actions to manacle her?
She is currently resisting, so I would say you would have to. I think you'd have to disarm her first before you'd even allow that, because she does have weapons, and that is a check against. That is a perilous stunt. You have to do.
Okay, I'm gonna try and disarm her by smashing her in the hand with my club.
Okay, cool. Disarm, coordination, or scrutinize test.
Oh, scrutinize! Hell yeah! Let me roll them those bones.
Versus their scrutinize or coordination.
Cool. I got a 12, which is 5 degrees of success.
Cool. Scrutinize is.
Oh no. Yeah, 5 degrees of success.
Cool.
Perception, and I had 2 points in it.
Okay. She also has 2 points in it.
Nice. Yeah. She's the religious version of what I am, so.
Yeah.
Except she's got the stats to boot.
She murders people.
She got a 13.
Ooh. How many degrees of success is that for her?
Well, she has a +2 to the check.
Yeah. Same.
She's got a 45 base.
Same.
So that gives her a.
I win. Do or not? So I got a 12. You got a 13. We have the exact same modifier and the exact same thing.
The exact same degrees of success.
Okay.
If you're versus,
so
there's slop in that. You'd have to get a 10. You'd have to get like a 5 to get your max degrees of success, because you're in the in between area.
Right. So
essentially it's just you're not able to do it, and she's not able to like it's just a neither of you can make headway on that. She resists it. Degrees of success means tenth numbers past your target number, and so yeah, she had a 45.
So how many
+2.
how many AP was that maneuver? 1?
That was just one. You can only do one perilous stunt a turn. You can do one attack a turn, and you can do as many of the other things you want to do in a turn.
So he's done one perilous stunt, so he can now attack if he wants to, because he's got 2 points.
Yeah, if he wants to.
So I might as well. I mean,
yeah, she cannot dodge or parry while being chokeholded. So
I missed.
Okay, cool.
I'm saving my last AP.
Yeah, she's struggling a lot. You contact, but not not a full contact, so it doesn't really do anything. Ooh. Ingrid. She is going to move over here and apply one of her special talents. Which is Meeting of the Minds. When attempting to bring compromise between two extreme positions, they gain a +10 to the test. She's going to try and bring the drunkards wanting to smash in everybody's faces, and her stance of not wanting faces smashed, try and bring that together into nobody gets their faces smashed, which is going to be a check. -10. Actually, yeah, -10 because she is exhausted. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. And she's going to save her last action because it looks like she's going to get her face smashed in by the drunkards.
Maybe.
Dagmar son.
Quick question, Roach, mechanically.
Yes.
Is Ingrid next to me? Would you consider her adjacent to me?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, hold on a minute. How do I?
You don't need to measure. You just need to go to your options. So game setting, top right-hand corner, cogwheel settings. And then other settings. It should be snap to grid, compass enabled.
No, it's not showing the things like you guys see, the length.
Oh, we just drag the token around. You just drag your mini around, it'll tell you how long it is.
No, it's not doing that. Even
Are you locked into combat? Is that not a thing? Maybe?
It should be.
I've got all that checked with the lock to the grid and all that lot.
It should be a thing.
Weird. The old 5-yard sphere. It's a big spell there, Dagmar.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But I can move to there. I know that, but it's not doing like the making me have seeing the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Utari, in your ruler's menu, do you have like a picture, a little profile of a person outlined in yellow?
Yeah.
That's it. Press M, bottom right-hand corner is number 4 selected.
Yeah. There we go. That works.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was what it needed. Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna move here, and what are they doing? Trying to calm this drunkard down? You're saying?
Yeah, Ingrid was trying to calm the crowd down. They seem to be pretty rowdy. There's definitely people on the inside on the tavern, like beating up the owner and each other. And this is like the overflow. She's trying to.
I'm going to assist in this.
Cool. Go ahead and try. Be -10 to the test because they are not friendly to you.
Right, where is this? This is persuasion, isn't it? Where is it? Charm? No.
It would be probably a charm check.
Ooh. Oh my god.
You could try being old and grouchy and...
Right, my target is 35, reduced to 25 because of the -10. Or are we adding on? No, either way it works. I rolled a 21.
21? Cool. Okay.
It succeeds.
Alright, cool.
I did not expect that to succeed.
Yeah, it's all doing something in the background. We'll get it to when we get to their turns.
Which we do right now. Oh no,
Yes.
There's the event first you mentioned.
There is an event first. Who wants to roll a dice?
Let Red do it. Let Red do
Let
it.
Red do it. Let Red do it. Red's not
Red.
been here.
Would you roll a d10 for me, please?
I'm not sure if Roach is being condescending or not. Or if that's just their natural tone.
Mine.
10.
10.
Fuck.
All right. We'll get to that.
You're sleeping in the spare room tonight.
Fair.
Okay.
The house,
to that,
the house that Kluft's in burns down.
All the ratkin die.
In the fire. Kluft is left outside with only a spoon.
You hear an explosion in the distance as the gunpowder stores underneath the mob boss's house go up.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
All the ammunition they had stored. Okay, so it is Commodore 1's turn. Now, they have all rolled based on things that have been said to them. and 2 of them no longer care about any of you. They're fighting each other, and so they're no longer hostile.
Oh,
the
nice.
other 3 are still hostile.
Well, all right. It's a slight win, I suppose.
Commoner 1,
A partial win.
is still hostile. So don't worry, they're pretty shit.
Yeah, pretty shit.
Pretty
Same.
shit. They're only armed with cudgels, which is basically all they have is like just bits of wood.
Same.
The tankard that he's holding, which is now empty.
Yeah, basically that. They're either got that or a little bit of lumber that they're just beating people with. And he doesn't really care who he hits at this point, so it's we're just gonna go eeny, meeny, miny.
He's just swinging.
Ingrid. So targets her. Does a
Let me know if he hits.
standard attack. Oh, he's actually got a fairly decent attack score. He got 65 to hit.
Jesus.
Same.
And that hits with a 56.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
So one of my new things from being a man-at-arms is I have lightning reflexes, which means I get an extra AP when it comes to parrying or dodging. And my talent for being a man-at-arms is I can use that AP to protect somebody else who is adjacent to me.
so you have to do a parry.
I do.
Yes.
Which is, let me just take a look at my sheet here. Hang on.
Coordination.
Yes.
It's essentially a coordination.
Oh yeah, so I got a 10. Yeah, so I have a 70% because I got a plus 10 from my training, plus 10 from the shield. Yeah, makes sense.
Just go ahead and roll it. See if you get it.
That's 14. So, ping. Nope.
Yeah, you just put your shield out there. Cool. He has to make a resolve check. He has a plus 10 to resolve, which is actually surprising. So
It's because of the alcohol. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's got decent willpower too. So 3, he succeeds, so he still has 2 AP instead of just 1. He's not going to do anything else. I think he's good where he is right now. He could do a special thing, I guess. Yeah, he could do a special thing. Let's do a perilous stunt, because those are fun.
Yay.
He's drunk. He wants to have fun. This is fun for him.
This guy's been out on the river for like 6 months, hasn't he?
Smells like it.
This is his first day back in 6 months, and he's just like, I don't care. I'm getting drunk and fighting.
He hasn't even left yet.
He hasn't even left yet. Yeah.
I know it's waiting for me. Yeah, he's gonna do a takedown.
On?
Well, let's see. You.
Oh.
So
He can
he's gonna
certainly try.
What am I rolling
can.
to cease this man?
Coordination. He's making a coordination check, which is his agility score plus 10, because he has a plus 10 to his agility.
Nice.
Or to his coordination, so he actually gets it's 55 for him to do. And versus your coordination.
All right. So it's essentially
base
flat. Nice. Okay.
So he has a 55.
I rolled a 29,
He got a 14.
so he won.
So you are pushed back 3 yards.
Do I assume it's on manned spaces, or do I move into the other commoner here?
It's unmanned spaces, so you'd be going kind of diagonal from him back towards the other group.
Cool.
3 yards back.
I'm just trying to select my character, but I can't because it's not my turn. That's a hell of a push.
Yeah, you kind of like, well, you're quick, so you're quick on the back foot too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you're there, and that's all his AP that he's going to use because he's gonna have 1 spare. Commoner 2. It's gonna go towards the guy on the ground in front of him and start having fun.
I stored up AP.
Cool. Then you can use that to parry here if you have a chance to. He's gonna attack. He moved. He's got to make a resolve check to see if he's got an extra AP. He succeeds. So he has 2 AP actually, and he's going to just attack you.
Can I parry?
Yeah.
If he hits, you don't want to parry beforehand. So that's the 37. He had a simple melee plus 10, which is his combat, so he has 60. So he hits. You can parry that if you would like. So make a coordination check to see if you succeed a parry check.
Is this degrees of success again?
No, this is just if you succeed or not.
Right. Needed 55, got a 50.
Cool. All right. So you're with your free hand, you just kind of like. Do you have a weapon out actually? Because you can't parry if you don't have a weapon out.
I have my sword.
You have a sword? Okay, cool. So yeah, you bring out your sword and with your free hand, parry the blow.
Choking her with one hand, and then just parrying with the other.
Yeah. Commoner 3 is still hostile. He goes up. First individual attacks Jeska. Resolve check to see if so he only has 2 AP. So this is his last AP for the round. He's going to attack Jeska. He got a 1.
Oh, so he hits me and I can't protect myself. Cool.
That is a critical. So yeah. So
yep. Roll the bones.
What's it? So cool.
Oh, it's a D6, whatever his brawn is. So
yeah, brawn bonus plus D6. So that's a D6, not a D10. D6. So 2 plus 5, 6, 7.
Doesn't do anything.
Cool. Commoner 4 and 5 now don't care about any of you, so they're just going to fight each other.
Oh, Red. They're not doing that either. They've got a B. Don't spill the beer.
Neither of them hit each other.
Exactly. That's more like it. Yeah. Protect your beer.
It is your turn.
Back to the start. So, this guy next to me, he's just being a wee twat. I'm going to perilous stunt takedown, so I'm going to try and push him away. So that's coordination versus his coordination, yeah?
Yeah.
That is a 16 versus a 51.
Okay. He has a 55 target number. Got a 27.
So I think I win?
He fails, and Jeska wins.
So 57 or 55. Yeah.
I got 3, and I think they got 2 because they got a 27, wasn't it?
27 target is coordination. This is an agility. Their agility is 45 plus 10 is a 55. So that goes to 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2,
so I won because I got a 3.
So are you knocking him down, or are you pushing him back 3?
Pushing him back 3. Then I'm going to move to here. And which commoner is the one on my right?
That would be commoner 2, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. I'm going to perilous stunt him again and try to push him as well.
You can only do 1 perilous stunt a turn. You can do 1 attack or 1 perilous stunt. Or both. You can do 1 attack, 1 perilous stunt, and all of the other actions you can do multiple of.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to attack her.
Okay, cool.
Hannah. Sorry, I should clarify, not Ingrid.
It's all right.
So my attack is cool. It's an 18 versus a 60.
Okay, that is a success. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Let me just check my traits here real quick, see if there's anything in there.
Anything against prone people?
No, not really. I think it's a +10 to the attack or something like that. For something.
Yeah, and I've already used 2 of my AP, so I couldn't take a call shot. So.
And
Anyway,
just already hit.
yeah. So that's 1 6 and 1 2 and a 5. So 6 2 5 7 and 6 is a 13 plus my combat modifier of 6.
It's not your combat modifier. It's if you're doing damage, it is a D6 Fury die plus your brawn bonus.
Oh, brawn? It's even better.
Or, is it brawn?
It depends on what
combat?
weapon you've got.
Yeah, because I'm using a
true.
martial weapon,
Then it
so
would
I think
be
it's
your,
combat for me.
Then it'd be your combat bonus. Yes, so it's 1d6.
Yeah, so
plus
it's
your combat
19.
Bonus. 1d6 plus combat is 19.
No, I've already rolled. I rolled it. I get an extra D6, remember, because I'm using the mortuary sword. Or did they change that rule?
Let me double check.
Because if they did, I'll just re-roll it at that point.
One of the dice exploded as well.
Yeah.
That's okay. 19, you said?
Yep.
Been denoted.
Cool. It's my turn.
Ooh. Drakel. Yep, you have to test on that again. You can't. It is a thing you have to return for. So
Keep that choking.
athletics or coordination.
2.
2. Cool.
Cool. I am screwed for the rest of the day. I just want to point that out.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a 2.
She takes
Nice.
another 1. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I kick or stab the guy who just tried to hit me?
I'm gonna make a ruling no, because I'm gonna say you have to
Concentrating
maintain
on
a
her.
choke. Yeah, if you're trying to choke somebody out, you definitely can't do a lot
Okay.
else.
In which case, I will save my points in case I need to parry a stupid prat again.
Okay, cool. We have Yannick. Yannick is going to try and attack her. He hits. Does almost no damage. Very poor outing. Okay, Hannah is going to try and break out of this choke. So, roll your coordination versus hers. One.
Shit.
That's a crit success, so she's out.
That is a crit success. So she slips her hand like in between and just uses it to get your elbow over, and she rolls out and uses the rest of her AP to get, or uses her AP to move, get up. So it's an AP to get out, move through that. She has 1 AP left. She is going to she's surrounded. Surrounded by multiple factions here. Just gonna attack Newton because he's the way out behind him.
Great.
All right, you fat fuck.
So she's gonna strike out and does not succeed with her attack.
Nice.
Does not work. Cool. That's the end of her turn. Newton.
Okay.
She's now up and no longer restrained. She's no longer being choked.
I physically can't do anything to her without critting.
You might.
No, I seriously can't, because even if I hit her, I can't damage her. We already
Your
established
dice
this.
explode on a 6, so you just gotta keep rolling.
You can also
just gotta keep rolling 6s.
Yeah, no, but my dice exploded last time and I still didn't break her armor.
Yes, but you could perilous action and knock her down.
No, I don't think I can. Because
Remember,
I don't have athletics, coordination. I don't have any of those.
You can also spend one of your fortune points or your fortune pool points to automatically crit a damage die, and that does explode.
Again, I need 2 or 3 exploding dice to hit her. It is impossible for me to hit her, and it's impossible for me to get any maneuvers on her. So I'm gonna hand Jeska the manacles.
In which hand? I'm holding a shield and a sword.
Fuck, I'm okay. I'm not gonna do that.
just pushes it against you. Looking for a purchase.
Then I can't
Could
get
try a stunning
to.
blow.
Can't get to the commoner.
You
I don't think I
blow.
can though. I don't think I can beat her. Is the thing.
It's an athletics or interrogation test versus their toughness.
Don't have those. This is gonna. There's be the maximum degrees of success I could get on that is 2.
So there's a chance.
There's a chance.
And then she can counter it anyway. So it's like all the percentages are so low. Is what I'm trying to say. Is like, I think the better thing for me to do is to try and disengage and get rid of commoners.
Okay. So that'd be a maneuver. You'd have to spend 2 AP.
And escape.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here and not do anything, and I'll wait for her to attack me.
Okay.
Because that's all I can do.
All right. Yeah, it would be 2 AP to maneuver. That's how that goes, and that's that you move 3 yards and you avoid opportunity attacks. By the way, double checked. Opportunity attacks do not cost an AP to use, but you can only do 1 during a reaction. So that is how that works. Ingrid is going to try. The commoner didn't listen, so she's going to attack the commoner. Try and clear out the rabble. She has a 60 to hit. She has a -10 because she is fucking tired. That's a critical failure. So anybody tries hitting her, she will not be able to resist that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's great. Ingrid. And there's Dagmar's turn.
Perfectly timed, as always.
Yes. Yes.
So Ashen's found herself a nice bench. She's gone to get herself a nice coffee.
Oh,
just
good.
sitting there with her book. Just having a really good time.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't have Dagmar's sheet that's up to date with me right now, so we're going to assume Dagmar tries to talk them down, but does not get to them. I don't know what his target number was. And Red, go ahead and roll a d10 for me, please.
We're not going to be able to stop her, are we?
No. The only person who can is Jeska.
So what you all hear, because Red rolled enough on the D10s to get past the target number for this event, you all hear a shuffling from outside coming into the courtyard of like armed individuals, and when you look over you see just a group of 2 or 3 city guards and one like a captain coming out and just going, all right, what's going on here, as they see just this giant group of drunkards punching each other, a whole bunch of heavily armed people in the corner like choking and beating on each other, and they go about. Their objective is to stop this. So it's going to be
Oh, the captain of the guard is cute.
Right. I'm not going to be able to hit if you're not going to be able to hit.
Your turn's been and gone, buddy. You left as it started.
You left right at the start of your turn, so.
Sorry. I had to get into bed and also nick back the air purifier from him.
Yeah, no, we, I assumed you tried to talk them down. Again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shut them down.
We just went through with that. And then what happened immediately after your turn was one of the special events triggered. A patrol of the City Watch came in and, seeing this huge disturbance, is now trying to stop what's going on and arresting people as this farce of a combat continues to grow out of control. Benny Hill just needs to start on right now as well. Okay, and they start their turn right after Dagmar. But their turn was coming on. Commoner 1 is going to try and tackle Ingrid. That's a failure. Let's see the resolve check. It's a success, so he still has 2 AP. He's gonna turn his bash in. He's gonna turn and try and use his bit of lumber to bash Dagmar. So that's not a hit. So yeah, and that's the end of his turn. Commoner 2 is going to attack Drakel because he's still on the ground.
What's behind Commoner number 2?
Yeah, he has a +10 because Drakel is on the ground, which means he just hits. He has 65, but he got a 68 on the dice. So that's a 75 total because of the +10. So he hit. You can use 1 AP to try and dodge or parry.
Okay, and that's coordination.
Coordination for the parry. Yes.
51. Need a 55.
Okay. And number 3.
Number 3, you're up.
Yeah, what's number 3 gonna do? Number 3 had a decent fight beginning of one, so he's gonna go towards the lady who kicked him 9
pretty hard in the chest
away. Yeah. And is gonna try. That's 1 AP. Let's see if he succeeds on his resolve check, so he still has 2 AP. He's gonna use 1 perilous stunt to try and knock down Jeska.
Right, that's coordination, right?
or coordination or athletics, but he has a plus 10 to coordination. So
I'm better at athletics, so I'll go with that.
Actually, no. Coordination or athletics for him, coordination for you.
Oh, okay.
Works.
You want it?
Agility.
That's a 5.
5. It's a 1.
Ah, fuck. Well, there goes that good
Like
roll.
your second one today.
Yeah, was good. Hey, you rolled how many under 10s today?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it goes both ways, unfortunately.
He's going to knock you prone.
Cool.
Can we use one of those dice to force him to re-roll that?
We can if you want.
I double checked. You can't force a re-roll on somebody else, but you can re-roll.
There's no point in me re-rolling because I'd have to crit succeed to make it a re-roll, essentially.
Specifically, fortune and misfortune is immediately after you roll a d100, re-roll to generate a better result, but accept that outcome. Immediately after you or anyone rolls a d6 chaos or fury die, treat that die as a 6. During combat encounters, gain 1 AP for immediate use.
Nice.
Or suggest a momentary edit to the situation for the player's advantage or the GM's disadvantage. That's during social encounters.
Oh, nice. Also, I love how Jeska looks like she's breakdancing when she's prone.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. So he still has 1 AP. Yeah, he's just gonna try to cudgel Jeska with his last AP.
Sure.
You know, no, he'll save it. All
right.
4 and 5 are just beating on each other. That's a 2. That's an 83, so that's gonna be a cool. That's not looking great for Commoner 5. Jeska, it's your turn.
It's an AP to stand up, isn't it?
Get up. Ooh, get up is 2 AP actually. I just found out. That's
All right. Well, I'll spend a 2 AP to get up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I just read that. Though.
That means that your character shouldn't have had an attack or something. Shouldn't
Yeah,
have
but she
moved.
didn't hit with it, so it didn't really.
But you said got up, then moved, then hit.
No, got up and hit because she didn't get up and move. She just got up.
You shouldn't change the boot.
Shouldn't have hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but she didn't do anything. Like it didn't. Nothing has changed in the combat's balance because she didn't hit with her attack. She got an 87 on her roll for it, so it didn't really matter. But yes,
Are
you
you
have 1
having
AP.
fun though?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the conversation to be done.
Do that thing with the exclamation mark again.
Yeah.
Yep. So what is Jeska do?
Snake. She is going to immediately try and charm the guards to help because they look like they're about to arrest everyone. So she's going to be like, "This is Hannah." You know, she's going to yell out, "This is Hannah Butterman. We're attempting to arrest her," and point with the sword at the woman who's standing in the middle of the group. And she's trying to yell it pretty. She's obviously probably have to yell pretty hard to have them hear it over the din of drunken brawling. But she's trying. So is that a shame?
She's very trying.
That would be a charm.
Q. Is there any positive or negative modifiers?
It would be a negative modifier if anything, because right now all they see is just a whole bunch of people that are beating on each other. So there is, so it would be a negative 10.
Right, so it's 50 then. That is a 22. Critical success.
Ooh, okay. Don't think it'll matter. Yeah, no. Okay. So that has affected their stance a bit.
Nice.
It affected their priorities.
Nice. So yeah, I've used 3 of my AP. I have a spare AP because of my lightning reflexes, but I can only use it for parrying or dodging. So that's my turn.
Okay. Drakel.
How you doing? How are things? How you feeling? They're strategizing. Ignore them for a bit.
Stand up
So 2 AP to stand up.
and save my other one in case anyone attacks me.
Okay. You pick yourself up off the ground. Yannick is going to... He would use that, but Ingrid's not in combat. He's gonna try and attack. We're gonna see if that works. It hasn't so far. That's a hit. Cool.
Oh, nice.
I was just going to say, the non-combat character has done more damage than all of you combined.
You had a pretty good stance starting off. We're in a good position. She has no AP. She used all of it with the attack, but even if she didn't, she would have used it getting up. So it didn't matter. She doesn't have any AP, so no way to parry this. So he rolls. He has a mortuary sword, which has vicious, which means he gets an extra d6 on top of this d6.
Yep.
Actually, hold on one second, because I was actually just reading something about that, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Look up the mortuary sword, or look up vicious in there, and tell me the specific wording of its stats. We're just gonna go forward with this right now.
Weapon.
That's
I found it here.
Does it say an extra d6 for wounding or injury roll?
Chaos
Fury
die.
Chaos die. So it doesn't give you a fury die as damage. So
I see. I see.
I was wondering why you were doing 20 damage with a weapon that costs like 3 gold pieces.
Hey, 3 gold is a lot of money to most people.
True, but it's something you normally get starting off with a basic tier. So just trying it out. So basically you do extra when you do an injury. You have
it's more likely I cause an injury. That's it.
Yeah, that's
right,
what
cool.
it is, instead of doing extra damage. Okay, sweet. So Yannick rolled. He gets a brawn bonus, or I guess he has a combat bonus of 6. So he had a 6 base. He rolled a 6, which is 12, explodes, and then he got a 3, so he got 15 on that.
Enough.
Problem is it does, yeah.
Not enough.
It's 1 too low to get the damage threshold. I could. Rules as written, I can't though. I was gonna say I could use a fortune point to make the second die a 6.
That would count as a misfortune because you're using it right though.
Because I would be using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not a player, so no, can't.
I'm not a player, so I can't do that. It's not a thing. Technically, it does say immediately after you or anyone rolls for the players. So if you wanted to, you could.
We could be like, hey, we'll give him a 6. We could do that.
You could spend 1 for Yannick.
What do we think, guys?
I say yeah.
Sure.
I say no. I don't think we should give her the ability to have any more rerolls. We're already struggling to even break any of her rolls.
That's true. It does give Hannah a free reroll.
Yeah, exactly. We need every crit we can fucking get.
Well, your crits wouldn't be affected. You'd still crit.
But it's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're already having to crit to get her. We should not give her the ability to make us reroll.
No, that's not a thing. That's what I'm saying.
It's just for her.
It's just for her.
But you've made me reroll before.
That was the previous. I just said at the beginning of this combat, we reread things after the last combat. That's why.
Drinks cranberry juice angrily.
She would be knocked out right now. Just saying.
With the takedown, stunning blow, she would have been stunned, not unconscious. That's what we worked out. That's the thing. Stunned wouldn't have affected it too much. She just wouldn't have been able to check for a couple of turns now. All right.
Yeah.
He does not.
I don't think we should give her the reroll. But that's just me. If I'm outvoted, then
All right. Nobody saying anything. So he does not inflict a damage on that. And he saves his last AP for a parry.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I do love that Hannah is wielding 2 scythes.
It's 2 daggers.
Yeah,
Sai.
but there's no Sai, S-A-I.
Oh, Sai, okay.
Sorry, my accent got to you.
Yeah, a little bit. Hannah is going to try. Am I being an idiot here, by the way? Damage. Are we following the same trap we did on the first combat?
What's that?
The fact that we can't kill anything.
Yeah, because the first combat we did the thing with the wolves, and we thought that it had to be, you had to, once you got past one threshold, that threshold, you had to get past the second one to damage.
No, if you beat a threshold, you just add 1, and then everyone past that you add a second. So like if you did 2 tiers of damage, you would go down 2 wound tracks of the wound. If you do 1, you go down 1, and every time you go past that, you do 1 in each time. Like it's death by 1,000 cuts versus death by like a big cut.
So he did do another damage threshold to her then, because
you just have to beat the first one. That's it. You only have to beat the first one to cause damage.
Yeah, he got past 10, I think. Yeah, he got past 10, and that means she's also down another one because of
Yeah. So for me, she would have went down 2 because I did. Well, no. If you take out the 2 I rolled, or if you want to take, I don't know, whatever you want to rule on that one, it's up to you.
She's on 3 damage. She's on a threshold 3 right now, instead of only 1.
Cool.
Does that mean she ignores 2 skill ranks?
She should be down 1 extra then, because I hit her for 15 before this combat started.
That's why I gave you 1. That's
right, okay.
Yeah, that's why I gave you 1. No, the skill ranks is peril.
Yeah. Damage doesn't stop anything until you're dead.
She's close to. She's on 2 ticks for her peril. If she was down to a 3rd one, then she'd ignore her first. She'd ignore 1 rank in her skills, but she just barely got out of the chokehold. Well, no, she critical succeeded getting out of the chokehold at that one time, so she didn't take any more peril on that. If she takes another damage threshold, she then starts having to take an injury.
Yeah.
So she is going to
have a heart attack, maybe.
Nice. Immediately die. No. She's gonna attack Yannick. She sees Newton as a giant 600-pound.
700 pound.
Okay, 720 pound.
700-pound chunk full of meat just blocking her path.
I'm the fucking merchant in Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just roll out. Yes.
So
roll out
she
of the car.
succeeds with a 17. Yannick's going to try and parry that with a 50.
I can't parry for him because he's not adjacent.
No, doesn't matter anyways. He rolled a 99. So
delicious.
That is, well, yeah, but I don't think crit fail will matter for a parry check.
It does. He takes peril.
Yeah, that's true.
He does take peril. That is true. Though he is an underling, so peril doesn't really matter for him. He's so shit, he does not accrue a full character sheet. There's only one NPC in this combat that has a character sheet that's fully filled out, and that's Hannah, because it matters. Hannah actually gets to damage something. So she has a combat bonus of 9 plus 6. That's an explosion.
Nice.
And that's a 4. So that's 10 plus 9, that's 19. Yannick's first threshold is 6. His second one's 12.
That's 3 tiers. If my math is right.
No, it's 2. It's 2 because it goes past the first tier and then the second tier. So that goes 1, 2.
Ah, right.
There's a reason that there's only 4 listed, but there's 5 levels of
wounds.
Wounds is because if you go down 4 levels in one hit, you immediately die.
Yeah.
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 So he has 2 levels of damage. It's not looking good for him. Yes, and she just strikes out and cuts him a little bit. Yeah, cuts him. Yeah, cuts him a little bit. And then she's going to use 2 AP to maneuver.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity then.
You cannot with the maneuver. She uses all of her. Yeah, she uses 2 AP to maneuver. She only goes 3 yards, but she does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
It's essentially like a 5-foot step or whatever. Yeah, 5-foot steps Pathfinder, not D&D. So she moves out there. Newton, it is your turn. You are not engaged, so you're freely able to move because Yannick.
How far away is she now?
She's right behind you.
Yeah.
It matters. How far away is she now?
Oh, she's a yard away from you.
I have a movement rate of 4, so like.
Yeah, she's a yard.
If she's moved 3, she's moved most of my movement. Like, is the thing.
She's about 2 yards from you.
Okay.
Like diagonally.
But to engage, you'd only have to move 1 yard into the space next to you, essentially.
Yeah. You're essentially 1 square.
Okay. I'm gonna move once. Gonna try and hit.
Okay.
I'm saving an AP. That's me done.
Did you not hit? She does not have any ability to parry you. So I'm saying is that
you could have taken a called action, or you could have.
I want to be able to defend myself. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Okay.
I don't have armor. She could probably full kill me with one thing.
You could spend a point.
No, I'm not giving her I'm not giving her the ability to reroll things. No.
I'm just saying because now that we've worked out the damage thing, you can damage her.
Yeah.
Because all you need to do is break 10, and you'll do a rank of damage to her.
Still missed.
And she's pretty close. She's pretty damaged. She's got 3 levels right now. So she is.
All right then. What do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should reroll?
When is? All right. So after Dagmar, it rolls through the.
She's just gone. I'm after her.
And then
so. Everyone gets a go
I'm thinking of who's next. So it's Ingrid next. She's probably gonna go engage. Then Dagmar. Don't know what Dagmar's gonna do. Then it's the City Watch captain, and I can't see anyone else because it won't let me move along the initiative.
It's a City Watch, and then it's all the commoners, and then it starts back up with Jeska at the top.
Yeah.
And you are engaged.
Well, I'm just going to take the attack as opportunity, I think, and get to her, because I can...
I would warn you that now that there are 3 of them there, they do actually get pack mentality.
Doesn't work.
Oh, on you? Doesn't work?
Nope.
Well.
What do you think, guys?
I think you keeping her there is very important, because she has to spend AP to disengage, or you can swing at her for free.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And being able to protect yourself, I think, is more important than anything else.
Okay.
Then.
You spending the point doesn't get rid of your last AP, just saying. You'd still be able to defend yourself if you re-rolled. That doesn't get rid of your AP, because your AP is just...
You're just reusing it again.
Yeah, but it would be
just reusing
but
it.
she could re-roll and crit. Or just crit anyway.
Next turn she could. She has a 70% chance to hit base anyways.
Yeah.
So she has a pretty damn good chance of hitting things she wants to hit. The only issue is that now she's very close to death. She's looking
a little fucked up.
Yeah, she's seriously wounded right now.
I don't think I can cause injury anyway.
If you get 10 damage.
What's your
No, my weapon types are weak, so I don't think I can cause an injury.
You can't cause an injury, but you can still cause damage. So if you roll above a 10, you're still going to hurt her. We talked about this in the very first thing, where you can't deal any more than 2 degrees of wounds because your weapon is weak, but you can still deal wounds.
Yeah. And I don't think weak doesn't make you can't not Weak just means you can't do more than 2 degrees of damage. It doesn't mean you can't injure somebody, because injury is a function of going down the track. So she would roll for injury when the next time she did. Well, she should have rolled last time, but she had a really low chance anyways to getting it. So yeah,
I still don't think it's worth the reroll. So
fair enough.
Okay, totally fine. It's all where tactics come in. So Ingrid is going to attack the drunkard again. She's gonna attack number 1. Get a critical success.
Nice.
First die is a 6.
Nice.
Second one's a 6.
Oh God! Why didn't you use that on Hannah?
Third
Ingrid?
one's a 6.
God damn it, Hannah!
I ran out of D6s. Give me a second.
God damn it! God damn it, Ingrid.
1. And that's a 1. Okay.
So 6, 8, 12, 19 plus her bonus.
So she has a 6 base, so that's 12.
So 25.
It's 20. Yeah, because that would be. That's 3 6s, so that's 12 and 12 is 24. Yeah, 25 total. What is a thug's damage threshold? Hold on.
17, maybe.
Immediately, his his max is 25, so he goes from fine to dead in 1 hit.
Nice.
From her mortuary sword striking him. So, because he has no armor.
Makes sense.
He goes down.
That poor fisherman. All he wanted was a few pints and a laugh.
Yeah, all he wanted was a laugh, but he got in the way of a very pissed off, like,
Bounty hunter.
tired bounty hunter who just does not have the time to deal with them.
Not the time nor energy for ye.
So that was an attack. She's still engaged. She's gonna use 2 AP to disengage and start heading that way. She's gonna try and head off Hannah. Dagmar, son.
See, this is the problem. I have built this character to be absolutely useless in combat unintentionally. I really have. He's just a support roleplay character. Has no use in combat.
Same.
I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know.
The guy's pint that died in front of you and take it.
Did he die? Did he actually die?
Dead. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Full
yeah.
dead.
Yeah. No. Commoner 1's head's like caved in. Like he.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe I could start treating him and helping him.
Oh
but,
no.
That's way too
No,
far
he,
gone now,
he got Pan's Labyrinthed. If anyone gets that right.
Poor feller.
Roblox.
Anyone who
sound
requires
effect
my
just
aid? I don't know. Is there anyone that requires my aid? I mean, combat medicine just isn't a thing in this game so much.
Not currently.
Not currently.
No, Yannick looks a little hurt. Actually, looks
Yannick
pretty hurt.
looks- Yeah,
Yannick
looks
needs a
pretty
bandage.
fucked
Is he bleeding?
Yeah.
No, he has armor.
Okay.
He's wearing leathers.
Which one's which?
Yannick, you can press tab and see. Like, actually, that might be the GM screen. No, okay, yeah, it'll.
No, I can see. Yeah, I'm gonna go treat Yannick then.
Don't go there. You're engaged with the,
No, you're right.
the enemy.
Yeah, there's better.
Does that count? It's hard to tell.
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go treat them. Hold on. I'll give them a bandage.
Well, he doesn't need a bandage because he's not bleeding, but he could use.
Right.
He could use a.
The barber surgeon, if you would.
Oh.
He could use laudanum. Or you could bind wounds if you want to try doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bind the wounds. That's a heal check, isn't it?
That is a heal check, and it would be over the course of like 2 turns that it would take place in, because technically it's a minute. So, yeah, it's a heal check.
That's the critical success, 18 against a 59.
Oh, okay. Because it was because of the damage level he's at, it would be a -10, but it didn't matter. So he goes.
Yeah.
So you start So if you do a good one next turn, or actually no, in 2 turns he will go up a damage track level. Like so, this turn and after next turn, at the end of his turn, at the end of your turn next, the end of your next turn, fuck, he'll go up a damage track. So
we'll get there eventually.
God damn. I don't know why I can't talk. My brain's still shut off from the massive sleep I had. And yeah, that'll be the end of your turn, because that was, you moved and then you started binding wounds on him, so.
Makes sense.
Yep. So Watch Captain is going to vector in on 4 and 5. Where is my city? Oh, there it is. City guard stats. So I could keep track of it. I had to print off all of their stat cards on papers.
We're over break anyway.
Oh,
About
we are.
15 minutes. I need to go see to the boy.
Yeah, why don't we go on break?
Okay.
I'll just move the city guards because they're not going to do anything this turn. They'll just be moving. So
Sure, join us in 10 minutes time where we will be back with more combat. When is a story more than a story? When a tale is more than words on paper? When is an ad more than the script it's written on? In the darkest and deepest annals of our own history, worlds of wonder and splendor burst through like a blister made of hope. From the brain that's wrestled and riddled with madness, a radiant pustule. Writing, art, that's storytelling. That is the true lust of life. You too can beautifully indulge in art. Like fans of the greats. Shakespeare, King, Tolkien, Seuss, Mercer. You too can indulge through Twitch Prime. Get extended access to a wealth of knowledge with a simple click. An emotion so small that it could endlessly amount possibilities. Embrace those feelings. Support art. Support the component cast.
Drakoga. The city of dreams, they say. They might have even been right once upon a time. But now, it's a rotting, corrupt corpse on a hill. When the nation went dry, a few saw the potential. saw the money that was waiting for them. Now, you can't go a block without passing a speakeasy, even if you can't see it. And you'd be surprised just how many upstanding citizens you'll find at a table with a glass in their hands. These can't help but want money or power. Problem is when both of those mix away from the light of the law. Corruption, exploitation, and murder. It's all just another night in Takoga.
Oh, good day. I'm Martin Sanderson, and I'm the CEO of Avari Military Solutions. We here at Avari know that it doesn't take much to cause problems out on the frontier, whether that be from local pirate raids, neighboring interstellar powers, or even just an unhappy populace with unreasonable demands. Just what is a small to mid-sized regional power to do when faced with these problems? You look to Avari for your solutions. With open-ended contracts, well-trained personnel, state-of-the-art aerospace forces, and competitive rates, we stand ready to help find the right solution to your problem. So if you have a problem, why not call Avari for your solution? Our operators are waiting to take your call, and consultations are free of charge.
Avari Military Solutions, a solution for your problem.
Avari Military Solutions is not licensed to operate within the Kark and Great Baronies, the Andes Corps, or any Class A combat zones. AMS is a subsidiary of Omni Radiance Holdings, a family company.
Welcome back, everybody. Roger's just run and grabbed themselves a bit of a drink, but we will be rejoining with this combat shortly. Friends and players in this combat, how do you think it's going? I think it's a little sketchy. I've got a feeling I'm about to be arrested. There's Marvin the Martian over here. It's kind of next to me with a spear.
The Martian is one of the bounty hunters.
No.
He is.
No, the other one. The all black one. Yeah. Welcome back, Roach.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a combat going, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So the city guards moved to their interests. The guard captain going to take out the two individuals punching each other. One of them going to the dead body. And the other one, seeing an individual be murdered in front of them, are going to try and deal with the person that murdered a person. Yeah, de-escalating the situation is their current goal. So, yeah, cool. That was their turn. And Red, can you please roll a d10 for me, please?
Six.
Cool. This is a higher threshold number. So you want to roll low multiple times, so this takes it takes a longer time for it to manifest.
I just do what the dice tell me.
Yeah. Commoner 1 is dead. Commoner 2 is over here by Drakel. You know, he's having a good time, just kind of having a good old fight with this lizard man guy. So he's going to continue doing that.
The 7-foot lizard man that's just stood up.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He's drunk enough that it doesn't matter.
Fair.
Yeah, no, it's his thing. I just want to indicate to all of you, I now have to have 4 different stat blocks on 4 different pages. In front
More.
of
More.
Let's just say there's a chance that there's a 5th sheet that'll come out at some point if Red rolls high.
Nice.
A couple of turns. So yeah, he's just gonna attack. Rolls an 81, misses. Does not. Oh, and resolve check. It's 91. He only has 2 AP, so he's gonna save the other one for a parry. Number 3 is going to have fun continuing fighting with the satyr.
Sodded.
That hits with 62.
Parry.
Cool.
Oh fuck, where'd that dice go? Back here. Oh shit. That's 42, so it's a success against my parry.
All right, you parry. Oh, what's his result check? So 93, so that's a failure. So he only has 2 AP, so he spent 1. He's going to save the other one for a parry. 4 and 5 continue to beat on each other and effectively have no impact on this combat, so I'm not keeping track of their wounds anymore.
They're just having fun.
They're just having fun, and they will soon be arrested by the guard captain. Jeska.
Right, it is time to have a good and or bad time.
We'll see.
Okay. Going to use an AP to move. You can feel free to make a...
It's 2 opportunity attacks, because it doesn't cost an AP to do it in the rewrites.
Yep, go right ahead.
So this one misses. Commoner 3. Hits.
Right, I'm going to use my spare AP then, because I got an extra AP for parrying.
Okay.
Oh, that is a 62. Does that make it? Let me check. So it is 56. Yeah, it does. Just barely.
Cool. All right.
Right. That leaves me with 2 AP. 1 to move. I use my spare 1 for parrying to parry. Because of my lateral reflexes. That leaves me with 2 AP. She still hasn't had her turn yet, so she has no AP.
That is correct.
That's correct.
So I'm just going to attack her. Cool. As much as me using my I could take a...
How much AP do you have? No.
2.
If you need to save 1 then, because if you hit her, you need to use an AP to subdue, which means when you incapacitate her, you don't kill her.
Ah. Right, yeah. Because the only thing I was thinking is that I get an extra 3 damage.
Otherwise, you will just behead this bitch.
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing. She's wanted dead or alive. Wow,
I think with our track record, actually leaving someone alive might actually do it.
You know what? To be fair, Jeska would prefer to take her in alive anyway. So, she's cracking open a cold one. Okay, so this is a normal attack then. There are 3 people engaged with her, so do I get pack tactics or no?
No, because one of them isn't a part of your party.
That's fair. Cool.
They are a neutral individual to you.
It's close.
Share an interest.
It's a 52 versus a 60, so just about. Just about. And she has no AP, so.
AP, that is true.
Guys, do I use a point to max this? Because at that point, it means that I will do a wound if I roll a 3 or higher, I believe. Right? No, wait.
No, you do.
I need to do 10 damage, right, to wound her at minimum, right?
You need to do 10 damage to bring her down another damage threshold.
Right.
And when she drops down that, she will roll for an injury.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll because my my damage bonus is pretty huge. So that's a 6. Hell yeah. That's what I want. That's what I like to see. That's a 6. That's a 1. So 6, 12, 13 plus 6 is 17, and I will use an extra AP. I use my last AP to subdue her if she goes down from this.
Was that 19 you said was the 19? Cool.
3 6s plus 1.
God, I'm bad at math. I need to go to bed.
Let me just check that. She has to roll 3d6 for injuries. For an injury.
Is that including the extra +1 for my mortuary sword for the chaos dice? For vicious?
That is true. So that she's rolling 4d6 for injuries. If she gets a 6 on any of these, she will receive injury.
Nice.
No 6s, but she does go down And
right, I will use my last AP to subdue her. So she's subdued.
Because she would have immediately died with that, because that was you breached 2 of her damage thresholds there.
Nice.
And she only had 1 left before she died.
Right,
So,
you D6s did me well. You live another day.
yeah. So you use an AP to subdue. She goes down in a semi non-lethal way. She's not bleeding, so that's good. She doesn't take any injuries. She's just knocked unconscious.
Because she's wearing armor, so.
Yeah. No, she's wearing. What is she wearing? She's wearing leathers and a Witchhunter greatcoat.
Oh, nice.
So she's got that. Okay. With Hannah Buman down, I'm just gonna roll this for the guards. This is the guard captain trying to calm everyone down. We're just gonna check that. She has a +20 to this because the instigating incident and the instigating individual is now down. And so none of you are fighting anymore. So that's a 2. So that's really, really good. That's like, I think 5 degrees of success for her. So the guard captain, seeing another person go down, yells out at the top of her lungs for everybody to stop. And you see like all of the drunkards finally breaching through their drunkenness that there's a guard captain here, and now this might not just be a fun brawl at this point.
Might not be a fun brouhaha at this point.
Yeah, they also notice one of their friends is physically dead on the ground. So at this point, this is not fun anymore. And they all like put their hands up. One of them like puts their hands up and drops their cup that was still filled with alcohol with their beverage of choice. And the guardsmen, about 2 minutes later, another 3 guardsmen come into to the courtyard as another patrol reaches. Starts to like break everyone up into groups.
I'm gonna slap cuffs on her as soon as possible if I can.
I have next to her, so
I have an AP spare as well. So can I?
Yeah, I'll say that's fine. We're out of combat at this point.
Cool.
We're out of combat. So, yeah, you slap cuffs on her. Do you like take claim of her as well,
Hell yes.
or are you are trying to...
Yeah, Jeska took her down. I've sat her up, and I've put the cuffs on, and I've rested her against the wall.
All right. Yannick and Ingrid are in a different group to you, but you can see them like giving you a dirty look from across the way, like as you've got her and you're obviously taking claim of it. She is totally out, by the way. Hannah is totally out of it.
Are we against this wall here where we took Hannah down?
Yeah, I'll say you're there. The drunkards are being kind of corralled near the entryway to the bar because there's a couple in the bar that needed some, like, a couple of guards went in there and you heard a couple of, like, punches and stuff to get, and some slaps, so to get them a little under control.
I'm sitting on the box that's there. I'm sitting on that big box in the corner.
Yeah, and then Ingrid and Yannick are kind of like in, are kind of like across the way near this like hand cart where they're being kept, and like each of you have like a guard or 2 like nearby, and they're taking like statements about what's going on, what happened.
Jessica, you go ahead, Dave.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes,
I was just saying, I'm just gonna go around applying my my trade.
The guards do not allow you free movement. They are corralling everyone into groups, and they are taking statements from everybody. They've had a murder in this courtyard.
I will offer my services if it's required.
Yes, they take note, and because if it's needed, we need to figure out what the hell's going on. And so they start taking your statements. So this little gotta be like 16-year-old guard. His voice cracks a couple of times as he's taking it.
Jessica can't help but feel bad for him.
Yeah, he's like taking statements, and he's got like a little quill on like a writing board as you're telling him what's going on. What is your version of events that you tell him? I will let you work out what your stories are.
I'll just tell him the truth. As far as I'm aware, we arrived here, we saw our friend on the ground tackling Hannah Bowman,
person of interest that we were in fact already searching for, and we went to support and aid our comrade.
We moved to engage, and next thing you know, the drunks inside thought that we were having a fun brouhaha, and they got involved. I tried to convince them to stand down. They didn't listen. I then proceeded to ignore them because they're obviously very drunk, and they were not entirely aware of their actions. So I went ahead and focused on my target of Hannah and just moved on from there. And here we are sitting here. Off the record, you're doing a great job, kid. Keep it up.
Thanks. Writes down what she said and goes over to Drakel. So why were you fighting?
Because she was trying to kill my two friends which were upstairs.
You have two friends upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna get their statements too. How did you end up down here from upstairs?
See the open window?
Yeah.
We came through that window. Well, I tackled her through that window.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, that totally sounds like the kind of word that would be used in a dark and grim place. You know?
Jeska does actually chuckle when he says that. She can't help it. She's like, this kid.
Cool. Instead of cool, it'd be ostentatious.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you'd use as an equivalent in that day and age. It's hard to figure out. Interesting. Writes it down.
I was thinking more if we're doing this in the kind of film vein, it'd be like, fuck off.
Nah, he's too young for that. So after a few minutes, they take all that down, and you see like a couple of the guards that were taking statements kind of like get in the center, and they're kind of like trading notes and everything. They're talking. The guard captain's kind of going around checking on what's happening. As time is going on, more and more officers of the watch have arrived. So there's a good like 15 guards here at this point.
Jeska's produced the Gandalf style pipe. She's sitting on the box in the corner smoking.
We even hear like a wagon that's definitely got like a cage on it, like being rolled up to the front. Here you can spot it through the doors. So it's a big thing going on. And guard captain goes talks with them, then comes to you,
Captain.
Hello. So your statements mostly align with each other. That group over there, those two rough-looking individuals, they say that they claim the bounty for Hannah, as they've been tracking her.
They lost her.
These are my handcuffs.
It's true. They were a part of the combat with you, as we saw.
They also killed that commoner.
Which is why yes, we did see that too, which is why I'm more inclined to just allow this to happen and not make a big stink of it.
We appreciate that.
Are very messy in these kinds of situations. Hannah is a person of interest in quite a few cases, and according to at least one individual, we have upstairs was also actively going to commit another crime if it wasn't for your friend here, who stopped it courageously. It's also one of the other reasons I'm more inclined to just let this go with you taking this, as the other two were technically stalking our next victim. Doesn't look good. I just say avoid those two. Just if you see them, just avoid them. They're not going to be happy about this. So we're going to take Hannah. I'm going to get your names, description of all of you. Show up before the end of the day at the main guard station in the center of town. Ask for Delia inside of the station. She's the bookkeeper. She'll have the bounty. She will give it to you. Yes, good job. I'm glad.
Thank you, Captain.
Yes, I'm glad.
We appreciate the quick response. It could have gotten a lot messier without your intervening.
You can take her in my cuffs, and I'll pick them up when we pick up the bounty.
All right. All right. No guarantees about that, but it's all right. And it doesn't. Our quick response wasn't necessarily because of this. We were tracking some odd sightings of rat folk that had been skulking around the area, and we've been trying to track down those reports, but fortunately we didn't find anything. If you see anything, let us know.
Of course.
They are wanted in connection with a string of attacks at a known gambling den. Quite a few individuals were hurt in that. We want to make sure they're not connected with any gang activity, etc.
The pipe is smoking a lot heavier now.
But yes, thank you. And they take Hannah, like dragging her, as well as a couple of the drunkards are being like dragged.
Before the captain leaves, I hold out my hand.
Yes.
No, I just wanted to shake your hand. But...
Oh, I thought you hold out your hand. Okay, not up, out. Cool.
Yeah. Out.
Yeah.
I hold out my hand, not up my hand, Roach.
Yeah. That's what I heard. No, she shakes it.
Sorry. It's the accent just getting to you today, it seems.
I know, it's like half my brain's still off.
Need to turn the other half on. Space Marine out here.
Yeah, trying. So they drag a couple of the drunkards and Hannah off, and you hear them kind of being carted up and put inside of this like paddy wagon, and closed, locked, and you hear it going out of the way. And one of the guards comes over and goes, "You're all free to go." If the captain just says, before the end of the day, just go to the central guard post.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Don't forget, you are also still entitled to the payment from Cordelia.
True. Technically.
Once everyone goes, Drakel, you continue to amaze me.
Great
Solid work.
Oh, honestly, Cordelia wasn't that good at hiding. Like, terrible.
I meant the jumping out of the window bit.
It was either that or try and fire in a contained space, and I'm not the best at combat.
Actually, speaking of Cordelia, we still should get our payment from her, right? For everything, and we need to get you your introduction to that wizard person.
Room at the end. Don't worry about Alexander.
Who?
Got it. I'm just gonna go and do what Drakel just told me. I'm just gonna ignore any mention of Alexander. I don't care. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
What was Alexander?
I told you. To ignore it.
I'm not Alexander, I'm Newton.
Alexander Newton the Great. What?
Alexander Newton John.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that's my father, Oliver Newton John. I never met him.
Right, I'm gonna go up to the room where she is and just knock on the door.
Oh, the door is like busted open.
Oh yeah, that's right. Drakel busted it open. Yeah, so I go to knock on the door and I'm like, ah.
No, you see like Cordelia and like this kind of scruffy, like country-looking guy who's got like a bandage on his head, kind of like leaning up against a bed frame, and Cordelia's like like helping him get his things together.
Well, nice to see you again.
Oh, it's just you.
You all right?
It's been a day.
I can tell. Is he okay?
He's fine. He's fine. Took a bit of blow to the head, but he's alive.
If you can get any, get some ice on it. Maybe some cold water or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to apologize for my friend following you. It seems that it saved your life, so.
It did. In a roundabout way, this is a good outcome to this.
Well, I don't know how we ended up at this point, but well, I met up with those people on a caravan headed to Saint Olo from down south, and ever since then it's just been event after event after event. Anyway, do you mind if I get my payment off of you and we can talk about getting Newton introduced to your wizard friend at some point?
Yes, we can do that. I don't have the money on my person. I will have it in the shop. I will tomorrow. If you stop by, I can provide you with it all. And I will get the word out and arrange a meeting between you. And you did help greatly and dealt with that person.
Now, I would have liked it to go a lot smoother. It would have been nice if things have worked out nicer, but hey, you're alive. Your friend here is alive. Hannah's caught. I suppose it could have been worse, right?
Yeah. But yes, I will provide you the silver I promised, and just a 10% discount on my goods and there's good for your party.
That sounds great. I'm sure Dagmar would love to hear about that. I'll let him know. We'll come visit tomorrow. We've got a few things to do today, and we gotta go visit the guard barracks. So you take today to get your friend here back and get your friend here back on his feet and all that. Don't worry. Oh, and as for those people who are following you, they were bounty hunters.
I assumed after seeing them fight down there at this point.
Yeah.
But yes, I could have gone about that better. Either way, thank you. You have a lovely day.
If you see me around, I'll buy you a drink or something. Make up for it.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll leave and go meet up with my friends again.
Okay.
So, good news, Dagmar. She's willing to give us a 10% discount on top of everything else. She will pay us tomorrow because she does not have the money on her, obviously. So you will be able to purchase items and such from her for 10% off, included whatever else we're getting. So it might help with keeping your ladder stocked, I suppose. So, about those rat kid.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just imagine that swallowing sound effect is Newton.
No, it wasn't his swallowing. That was his stomach gurgling at the fact. Oh God, we've got to talk about them again.
Yeah,
That's
also fair.
Anxiety stomach.
Yeah. I don't want to know. Honestly, I half tempted to tell them that I know where they are, but that could cause more problems. And I don't think we need that, do we?
They're not very good liars. They Thing is, though, they're very good at hiding, so perhaps we just let the Deus Ex Machina just keep firing. See what happens.
I hate the fact that you've used that term. You have no idea how much that hatred for you boils in my soul right now for using that term.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm right there with him. That's like
with her.
Cinema Sins level of terrible.
Sorry. Who is the Cinema Sins? What is the cinema?
It's cinema is it's like a spice from from towards where Drakel's from.
Oh, I think I might have had that actually on something.
And it's a sin to eat it.
Yeah, because it's delicious. Anyway, so you guys want to go get some food? I'm hungry.
I want to get paid.
Well,
it'll take a while for them to process things. And as for
we should probably tell Ashen what happened.
Okay, let's go find Ashen, then go find the guard tower and get paid.
Yes, well, they are heading to the temple about the same time as we'll probably be heading to the guards. So.
Knowing Ashen, probably reading a book, sitting in a garden.
I mean, the astronomy book I lent her is pretty hefty. Alright, I'm all upside my head.
It's okay, Nilton. Don't worry about it. And I pat him on the shoulder. Because it's about as high up as I can reach.
I need the ability to be able to penetrate people's sodding armor.
That's just wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, Jeska's like, hold on. Don't pause there. The whole...
You spoke over me finishing the sentence!
There's too long funny not to.
Yeah.
Penetrate people's armament.
Oh, you could get you like oh Christ, what are they called? An S-stock? If you can make one of those, maybe.
A morning star.
That sounds. All of that sounds awfully kinetic and slightly. I don't think that is a little more. Look, I do really well with this hardened wooden piece of wood. Is there anything that I can do to just develop that a little? I can only do simple melee, guys.
Like what Drakel said, a morning star. Yeah.
I think that counts as Marshall's melee, which you need training for. Which means I'd flip every roll.
Or we could just put big freaking nails through the big block of wood.
Spider nail bat
makes it a morning star.
Yeah.
A nail bat.
Well, technically, if I find something that's simple and two-handed, I'll do more damage with it because I've got giant hands and I can hold it in one.
You could use a garrote in one hand.
I don't know. I don't think that one would work.
That'd
but
be
hilarious. Tell you what we'll do.
But like a lumberjack's axe, apparently, I would do.
Find Kluft, and we'll train your grip strength, how to snap people's necks.
Well, actually, there's this thing called a threshing flail, which might work for you because it's one or two-handed.
A threshing flail is essentially what I've got, but two of them with a chain between them. Threshing flails are wood on wood. That's
yeah. So yeah, it's a one or two-handed weapon. It's adaptable, weak, crushing. It's not very expensive. It's a silver coin. That might work for you.
I just can't hurt people.
I mean that's the thing, right? Simple weapons don't really, they're not really meant for that. I don't think they're more personal defense or just for reasons, Let's get you a warhammer. It's 5 gold coins. That'll work, right?
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome armor as well, that would be.
Armor is stupid expensive.
I know, and I have to pay more for it.
Yeah, because you're thick.
Me be thick, yeah. Anyway, let's go find Ashen.
Yeah, let's go find Ashen. Newton is thick plus.
Mm-hmm.
As a splitting maul.
I still need to find these barber surgeon tools.
Oh yeah, that's what we went out for.
That's what we went out for, by the way.
To be fair, your plans for today have been derailed horribly.
Immensely.
But in a positive way.
Yeah. Somehow we've come out of it with a decent bounty. No one's hurt. And
we netted a criminal.
we netted a criminal, and we also like ended up with somehow at the end of it all, no one like ended up in pain. Like I fully expected someone to get hurt in that combat. Fully expected it.
Yep. So did I. That was the plan.
That was the plan, Roach. It didn't work.
Yep. And also, like, guaranteed, you definitely know everybody here, whenever they get paid tomorrow, will have 5 extra shillings to their name.
Yep.
5 extra silver to their name.
That'd be enough for a threshing flail times 5 for Newton. He can carry 5 of them.
Oh no, we're not at that kind of level yet. That's 2 days of being able to sleep somewhere.
It's fair.
And you also have the bounty for...
Yeah, we don't actually know how much that is, by the way. I don't think it says on the...
was never listed. So we'll see.
We'll find out.
We will find out.
Anyway, Ashen.
But yeah.
Where are they at?
It's definitely not hard to find them. They're like they're not trying to hide. That's why they're
sitting on a bench.
Sitting on a bench in the park.
I'm still waiting for my appointment, so it's not dark yet.
Oh.
I wave as I approach. You can see Jeska's pipe is hanging out of her mouth and is puffing like a small chimney as she walks. So, and she sits down. Guess what we just did?
Well, you were going to find Drakel, which you did.
There he is, the handsome man.
Handsome lizard man.
Lizard, please.
But I assume there is more story.
Yes, there is. We found Hannah Bowman.
Oh!
Well, Drakel found Hannah Bowman. He proceeded to tackle her out of a window, and we got in a little bit of a brouhaha with those bounty hunters that were following the poor alchemist around, and some drunkards. One of the bounty hunters killed a random commoner, and we managed to subdue Hannah, and she is currently in transit to the local guards barracks, where we will be collecting our bounty later on today. The guard captain was nice enough to sort of let us away with things because they saw what is one of these random bounty hunters killed this random man for not listening to him, even though he was rather inebriated, so it was quite difficult to reason with them. And then we gave our statements, and we had a chat. I had a chat with the alchemist. She's going to pay us tomorrow and give our party an extra 10% discount on all of our items. So if you're looking to buy something, it'd probably be best to do it while she's on our side. And we're going to go pick up our bounty later on today. So puff, puff, puff.
Yes, turns out the bounty hunters were using the alchemist as bait for Bowman.
That's not very ethical.
No.
One of them almost ended up dead, actually. Bowman almost got him.
True.
Well done, Drakel. Your instincts proved fruitful.
I don't know.
Back a bit.
Well, Newton, this book is great. This park is beautiful. The pork sandwiches over there are also delicious. And I haven't seen Kluft.
Yeah, there is also one other small detail.
Before you do that, hang on. And she stands up, goes and gets 10 pork sandwiches. Just orders up 10 pork sandwiches with everything on them, brings them back, gives Newton 5, and then has the rest for the party.
Well, it seems that one, the guard are looking for the ratkin. Two, our ratkin. It seems they.
Well, I say I mean yours and Kluft's.
Not mine. I'm no Kluft for sure. The problem is Kluft is apparently my problem. there's a chain of problem. Kluft, yes. Apparently the ratkin. You know that me and Jeska got into that sticky situation, and so they. It seems some of the ratkin were caught dealing with the bodies, or seen or something, and are wanted in question about the missing people. And then, apparently, whatever Kluft's been up to, dealing with this gambling den, apparently the ratkin then assaulted some people, cut a few hands off, stuff like that.
Can I just say one thing? We need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh yes, but unfortunately, we've still got a lot of things that need to happen here. It's we still haven't met with the local board. We haven't spoken to the wizard.
Out of here.
We do.
Because otherwise, we are all in jail.
Yes.
Well, what we could do. Hear me out here. Sorry, bacon stuck in teeth. You're not lying though. These sandwiches are really good. Anyway, what we could do is when we go visit the guard tower later on, is we could tell them we were looking around for these rat folk, and we happened to spot them near this.
No.
You know.
The rat. Remember, the ratkin cannot lie. They're not very good at that. They will just dump us in it because we are the uplifters or whatever the fuck they're calling us.
We look really
Newton.
Strange
No.
as a group.
No. Me, Dagmar, Kluft, they know all of us and give us all credit for various different things.
Unfortunately, just keep your fucking mouth shut next time, please. That applies to you too, Dagmar. I'm not putting you in the shit here, Newton. You've done well. You've helped us out, but my god.
Look, it was a chance to be an educator.
And it fucked us rightly, didn't it?
Civilization is a strange and fickle mistress.
Why do you think I try not to fuck with it?
Look, I think I have a somewhat idea of how to deal with it. We go back to the original plan, which was we have an advanced copy printed to send back to Blackthorn, and that they must take this special package back to Blackthorn as a matter of urgency about the book. Not any of it. Like, look, there was 20 of them originally, and 10 of them drowned last time trying to get here. If we give it there's a good chance our problem will solve itself on the way back.
Newton, I'm spending 3 of my gold on your book. Don't make me waste it.
No. It's what I'm saying is we take some money from the bounty for one of the prints, because we are trying to make sales as well, but I'll put my money from the bounty in to get one printed for Blackthorn. We give it to the rats and say, this is a prized artifact about your people that must be sent back to Blackthorn. Give it to them. They run back to Blackthorn. In the meantime, whilst they're running back to Blackthorn, we then finish up our shit here and leave.
They'll just come right back here, you know that, right?
They'll come back here, but we'll be long fucking gone.
I will just say they did track us all the way from Bow Hill.
Yep.
And I didn't pick them up.
Nope. That's why they haven't been caught yet. Oh, it becomes a case of, do we just let them and see if they finally ever get caught, or do we try something to get rid of them?
Well, here's the problem. If they go across the bridge is covered by guards. The guards are already looking for them.
Yes. They didn't go across the bridge last time. They didn't have the money to.
No, but they have money now because they did all the murder.
I see your point.
Actually, I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure Kluft made them throw it out.
That's also a fair point.
Kluft likes the brass ones, so they've kept those. It's the yellow ones that Kluft has a problem with.
Well.
Drakel just has an aneurysm, and that's.
He's just in the corner, just seething.
I'm just gonna quickly have a look around this park, make sure no one's listening to us.
Make an awareness check.
That's a 42. I needed a 45.
Sharptooth's eating a ham sandwich next to you and just going, what are you talking about?
Oh no.
We're commissioning. We have something that we want you and your brave soldiers to take back to Blackthorn soon. Should be arriving tomorrow. It is a great gift from us that is of the utmost import. Needs to be hand delivered to them.
Yeah, we can do that.
Good, I knew you could. What? Where's Kluft? What's happening? Where's Kluft?
Back at the house.
Okay. Everything okay there?
It is now.
I don't want to know. I'm fine.
Good.
The less we know,
Good.
the better.
Just nodding. Just nodding.
Just don't ask any questions. It's called plausible deniability.
Is that a thing where you're from? I don't know if that's a thing where we're from.
Couldn't go so well.
Oh no! What? No.
Stop saying words right now. Eat your sandwich.
What? Yep. I'm just gonna stress eat all 5 like without chewing.
That's right. No.
They're really good though, Newton. Just have one little chew.
Traumatic heavy breathing.
Just deep, just like the deep nasal exhale of a man who doesn't know where his limit is, but he's about to find it.
No one knows sign language.
Probably not.
No.
I don't even know it's been invented yet, like as a universal thing.
Well, literal sign language, as in signs denoting words, that's a thing, but probably not the hand one.
The hand one exists because Newton can speak it.
Oh,
Cool.
must be a church thing.
Yeah, no, it's part of it was a hospital thing. So you can communicate with the deaf.
No, so does every deaf person? Is
Oh,
every deaf person talk the same thing, or
not everything? Not every, but the monastery I grew up in had a hospice wing, and we taught it.
that seems to be a little odd, because if you had someone who had never been treated, who didn't know sign language, the sign language that you know, how would you communicate then? Would you just write something? They might not know how to read, or
Exactly. So that's why we had to come up with actions, and then when they went back, they essentially taught their families, and it develops from a lot of like pointing at things to making actions. We made an alphabet. It's circulated quite a lot through the pen, but I'm not sure how where else it got to.
That's something that I would actually be interested in reading.
Well,
I've lost my other D10.
Again.
It's gone.
I never found the last one.
It's with Discourse's one. It's.
I just found the last one.
No, it's not with Discourse's one. I would say they eloped. No, it's actually not done that.
It's where all the lost socks are.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all want to do?
Pray for our immortal souls.
Found it.
Too late. Mine's already in the fucking bin.
So I think we're waiting until we can do our next things. Like I've got like the next things I like. So it's what we need to do is Ashen needs to go talk to the high priest. We need to go collect the bounty. Then we need to re-meet Well, then we need to sleep because then we need to go tomorrow. Tomorrow, got to get the book. It's what we need to do. We need to maybe try and make some pre-orders so we can get.
Those pre-orders, get those numbers up.
Or try and sell the book.
Gotta start that Kickstarter.
So that's ye olde Kickstarter. But then tomorrow we got to get the book. We've then got to get a book printed for. So when we got the bounty, I'm gonna go try and make sure that we get at least one extra order in for Blackthorn. And then sleep, and then we need to go to the Alchemist to collect our money from them. Also get the meeting time for the Alchemist. To meet the wizard, so we can talk to the wizard, try and sell stuff to the wizard, also try and get a message from the wizard, possibly for Ashen. But we also then at lunchtime need to check in with our sheriff buddy, who may have made some gains with the Lord, and then also set up the meeting with the Lord. And in the meantime, also try to get rid of the rats. That's. If anyone else needs to do something, please slot it in the itinerary of shit to do.
Right now, no. I am just here so I can watch the shit hit the fan.
I need to give you all some money, but that can happen at the bar later.
Yeah. You could just buy us drinks. I think Newton would be okay with that at this point.
Food, drink, shelter. That's all I really need.
All right. Well, if you
a hug, maybe.
If you split up now, you can make it to the central guard post because you know where it is. After
Drakel's going central guard post. He's gone.
You can do that, and Ashen can go to their appointment, and at the end of that, you can all meet at around probably the same time at the tavern where you all are currently staying.
Cool.
Sure. Makes sense.
So Ashen, you head over to the church. And you find it being kind of let out. Its evening prayer services kind of ended. And you find the a lot of the kind of individuals that are responsible for taking care of it, like the members of the church, lower ranked members of the church are all kind of there. And you do see the one that set up the meeting for you, and when you enter, they kind of see you and they kind of give a wave and they point to the kind of the rear and towards where you see this little doorway at the back of the big central chamber.
I obviously put 3 silver into whatever collection plate I can see. So they know that I've paid my tithe, and then head back there.
Okay, you head back. The door's not locked. When you open it, you see it's a small like office, and you see kind of an older elven gentleman who's behind a desk. He's writing with a quill on some parchment and looks up. You Ashen
Wildfoot, praise be to the wisdoms.
Praise be. Please step in. Take a seat. Told you wanted to speak with me?
Yes, I'm having something of a crisis of... not of faith. My faith is strong. Understanding as to... should be.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
What my path should be.
Is there a reason?
I'm originally from Felderham. in. Roach, help me, please.
I'm sorry, because I didn't hear what you were saying.
I'm from Felderham, which is up at where?
It's in Middle Pensy.
Which is up in Middle Pensy. I was on a pilgrimage here. Aja called me to their service, and I answered the call, and I've freed a forest and its inhabitants of quite a significant drain on the wisdom's power there.
It's quite impressive.
I feel I did my duty. But the day before, one of my compatriots heard the town crier say that Felderham had been razed to the ground, been burned. And I feel like I could still do good work. I'm going up to St. Tolo with my newfound companions. I was. But now it feels like this call has called me home. And not quite sure what to do.
Well, the wisdoms, the fives, reasons are sometimes hard to discern. Best we can do is to interpret their wisdoms as best we can. And move forward with that understanding. But even that is sometimes difficult. I would say it sounds as if you've had a very successful pilgrimage, that you are on a path already. And by being on this, you've helped, which is more than a lot of individuals can say. How do you not know that this was a part of the plan for you?
As a test.
We're all tested in different ways. And you were called away before this happened. Now you live. You're out here able to spread the wisdom's faith. I've heard of worse reasons for being faithful.
I think I'm slightly apprehensive because the method I use to help hurt a lot of people. It helped more than it hurt, but I still carry the burden of them.
I find that it is difficult to change something without harming another. Especially the bigger the thing, the harder it is to do. We all affect each other. The best we can hope for is to help as many as we can while minimizing how much we hurt in our lives. It's my belief. I believe the wisdoms say the same. And if that's what you've been doing, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Thank you. Thank you, High Priest. I don't believe in this war. I don't believe that the wisdom want this for their people. I think it's what the mortals want for power.
I don't believe in it either.
I had heard that. The saint that this church is named for, one of your acolytes said that they were a motivator for peace.
In a way, it's a bit of a... how should I say? Most saints that have been called such may be a little blasphemous, but they're not perfect.
No mortal is.
Yeah. Saint Brendel the Judged is more of a... I take the good and try and leave the bad. He was a man who was issued a trial by combat, but refused action during it. Allowed himself to die. That was interpreted as so he could face the blind judge, Orth, without falsehood. Which is laudable, but maybe a little foolhardy. Either way, he was made a saint by the local priest before I arrived. And that is that.
Thank you for your counsel. Helped me a lot.
You're welcome. Let us pray. And he puts out his hands so they can take your hands in his. And if you do so, you both start to pray. While that's going on, the rest of the party, other than Kluft, you head over towards the main guard station, which is not too far away from where you were previously. It's near the center of town. And if you enter and ask for Delia, you are directed kind of down a hallway and to the right, and there's like a little staff, there's like a little room. It's just full of paperwork, and there's a kind of small halfling woman, very old, who's got kind of looks like almost permanent stains on her finger pads from ink. But she looks up when you walk in and asks, how can she help you?
Hello, I'm looking for Delina. I'm Jeska Oakborn. I'm here to collect a bounty.
Jeska Oakborn.
Flips through a couple of pieces of paper.
Hannah Bauman bounty.
Oh yes, now here you are. Gives you a look over, like all of you. All right. Steps down from her kind of heightened chair, kind of walks back. You hear like a little kind of shuffling around. Sounds like maybe a safe is being opened and closed. Kind of like back up onto the chair and kind of puts down a sack and starts counting out of the bounty. And goes, I'm glad that's done with. People have been trying to collect this bounty for a while. So you are due 9 crown, 5 shilling, and 19 pennies.
9, 5, 19. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
No, thank you for your work for the community.
Of course. You'll have a lovely day.
You too.
I'll tip my hat as we leave.
Take the money and, she'll put it in a separate pouch than the money that she keeps for herself. But she'll put it in the same place, so that way, like, if someone tries to rob her, it's very difficult to rob from someone who keeps their money up here.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just gonna walk out and just think for a bit of like how we're gonna split this money, because yet again, it's an uneven amount of money.
If it's an uneven amount, I think that Drakel should get a larger portion for the extra
fair.
work they did.
That's entirely fair. I agree.
I don't argue.
He's like,
think you fucking would.
yeah.
Yeah, so you got 9 gold, 5 silver, 19 brass.
Cool.
I've done the split if anyone wants it.
Yeah. Sure.
So everyone gets 2 gold each, apart from Drakel, who gets 3. Everyone gets 1 silver, apart from Drakel, who gets 2. And everyone gets 4 brass, apart from Drakel, who gets 7.
Nice.
How many brass? Sorry?
Please keep that. How much
3
brass?
gold. How much silver?
You get 2, babe. I'll put it
You
in
get
the
7
chat.
brass, Mitch.
Yeah. I was gonna say, put it in the chat and maybe save it so Discourse knows how much they get as well.
This course isn't getting any. Neither am I.
Okay.
Yay.
So yeah, you receive all of that, and as you head out to the tavern you're all staying at, meeting up with Ashen not too long before you kind of arrive there. So you kind of arrive as a group. Yeah, you walk in and you do see Benjamin sitting at a table.
Before we got here, could I have stopped off at the printers to put in at least 1 extra order for Blackthorn? If they're open.
They're not open.
Okay. No problem.
And I would say you would have remembered that because you were there and you probably saw their hours.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you all arrive back at the tavern. You see Benjamin at a table. Oh, good. I was going to send the word out to find you if you didn't show up tonight.
How are you doing?
I am doing fine. Doing much better now that we have a meeting.
Oh, great. When?
Tomorrow, bright and early.
That works, I suppose, right?
What? I guess.
Because we can go do that, then we can go get your book and go get the payment from the alchemist and all that. So I suppose that works out, right?
It'll have to. It's the main reason we're here.
True. Yeah, we had a fairly busy day, Benjamin. How about you? Was it just trying to wage your way through bureaucracy?
Oh, good part of that, and then the rest of it, just relaxation. I would say don't plan too much for directly after the meeting. I do believe he has some things to ask of you. Did seem to indicate that. Might be why he was so interested in getting.
Tomorrow's going to be a busy day.
Most like. Dress your best.
I'm wearing my best.
Don't have any other clothes, no.
Well, keep what you're out then.
I Jeska kind of sighs for a second and sort of thinks, nah, this is. I could wear this, or I could wear my dress uniform, but it's the same sort of style thing, I suppose. I'm a knight.
going in this. This is what
I'm a knight. I'll wear my armor. It's that simple, really.
I ripped up my old habit to turn it into bandages for it. Also,
I also don't think you don't seem the kind of man to walk in there with wearing your habit. I don't think that would suit you.
in certain rooms, it is
circles.
It is of great use.
I suppose.
Benjamin, do you know of any bathhouses?
Oh God, please.
Yeah, there's a few. If you need to, you can. They're probably still open. If you'd like to.
Yes.
If I can't go neat, I'm going to go clean.
Yes, I'm thinking the same.
If you inquire, he can provide you directions to them. They will charge a silver piece for service.
Sure. Thanks, Hannah. You paid for my bath.
Instantly, I'm on less silver than I had.
Is Newton wanting a bath too?
I have to, yeah. But I also have to pay more.
You need a bigger bath. Or in your case, they might just go, fuck it, just get in the river.
Anytime I pay for anything, I have to pay 25% to 50% more. It's great, depending on what the service is.
Nice. This is what you get for being thick, mage.
Blame the D100s.
Well, to be fair, I know
they
what
had,
it's like.
They had to nerf me somehow.
Yeah. To be fair, I know what it's like being thick, and buying larger size clothes sucks.
So, yeah. So you do all that. Is there anything else you'd like to do for the night?
No. I think Jeska's just happy to just soak in the bath for a while, clean herself up.
Pray to the wisdoms that Kluft is alive.
Yeah, you don't see Kluft. We'll work that out next week.
Well, Jeska doesn't note or mention anything about Kluft. Anyway,
Newton's a little worried.
Well, we'll work it out next week. That, or we'll retcon that he's been here the whole time. We'll figure out. We'll figure out what he does.
We just haven't noticed.
Just been in Newton's hammock this whole time. Just haven't known it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you don't have anything else to do during the night, you have a full night's rest and wake up in the morning with Benjamin waiting downstairs. He is dressed in what he normally dresses in, but he has like cleaned himself up a little bit. He's like brushed his hair, like his balding hair, like so his crown is like a bit better brushed, and he's got like his beard is a little bit more well cared for.
Jeska's hair is tied back now. It's not just in like the loose flowing locks. It's tied back, and she's wearing the signet and the insignia ring. Sorry, the inheritance and insignia ring. That's the only difference.
Ashen has their hood down, so.
Drakel sorts this. Oh, he doesn't have it here.
He's got a cool crown though.
Yeah. It's the same as Sesh. Sesh didn't have any hair. She just had the horns.
He oils his crest.
Oils the crest, yeah. Sesh had the scale oil that she used.
Yeah, don't want it drying out.
Nope.
Yeah, so you go, if you have nothing you want to do, like super pressing beforehand.
I don't think we can. I think this is the pressing thing, right?
Yeah.
So Benjamin takes you into the posh part of town.
Push.
And takes you to a fairly large estate. In the specifically, if we're looking for areas, in the Ivy Hollow district. Takes you to a fairly large estate that does have walls around it and guards that look to be in the same colors as the city guard, but are a bit better equipped, a bit cleaner. And it looks maybe like the personal guard of the lady of the city. But Benjamin kind of exchanges some words with them, shows a piece of paper. They let him and all of you in. You were greeted by a very well cared for estate grounds, like cut grass, topiaries, kind of look like very nice. Fountain off to the side. Kind of all that, and he leads you inside. You go inside, big ball kind of entry hallway, a lot of kind of grand staircase. Doesn't go up the grand staircase, stay on the first floor, kind of go into the back off to the side, where there's like a little waiting room with like a little couch and some chairs, like overstuffed chairs and a couch. And Benjamin kind of just sit here, give me a minute, just to go and double check some things. He gives a knock, you hear like a voice saying, come in. He goes in. You're kind of left alone in this little like sitting room.
Drakel's been casing the joint.
Yeah, no,
Of course.
It is a royal.
Drakel is willing to like roll for perception and shit.
Be scrutinized if you're trying to look for specifics.
Cool.
I would say. But yeah, no, you're in like this is like the equivalent of like a baron kind of like this is kind of like a place like a baron would stay.
Baron.
A baroness.
From the Baronies.
33.
Your romance partner. Did you succeed? I don't know what your target number is.
My target number is 51, because I have scrutinized point, and I've got a 33.
Cool.
So crit success.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, this is a very highly guarded like place where a royal would stay. There's a lot of guards kind of patrolling it. It's got a high like wall around it made of stone and steel.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered about the guards and stuff, because if I'm doing my job correctly, I walk out with whatever I want.
Yeah, on the inside, there's a lot of house staff kind of going to and fro things. Definitely got a staff, like accommodations for this many to be here, that they wouldn't be living outside, they'd be living here. Like a lot of maids, some cooks you can definitely see like outside. We're getting some things, bringing them in from the market. A lot of like hand servants around. Very active. If you were doing your job, it'd be maybe probably a difficult one to get out of here without spotting somebody, at least at this time of day. Somebody spotting you.
You're seeing me as a thief. I am a con man.
Yes.
I don't steal. I legitimately have the stuff given to me, and then I leave and never return.
In terms of valuables, quite a lot of them, a lot of paintings here and there, some busts. You don't see a lot of like, in terms of like things you can just like pick up and go with, or having things given to you. There's not a lot of like that kind of riches here. It's more like a...
Okay, when Drakel's
like
going around, fake. Ooh, that's real.
Yeah. But as you wait, you kind of like look around, like walking around the little sitting room, like looking at things, observing them. Everybody else maybe sitting down or standing up, just waiting. until the door opens and you see Benjamin kind of go, all right, come on in. And waves you in. And you're greeted by a fairly, like, a study. Like, funny enough, because from what you know, this lord doesn't actually rule from here, but it seems to have a study appointed to him, or at least that he uses. When you kind of enter, and what you see is, like, there's a lot of books and scrolls kind of on a bookcase that lines one wall. There's a big painting of some landscape on another. There's a couple of large windows looking out on the, like, it's a ground floor, so it's not a hugely grand view, but it looks out on the gardens to the side of the house. And there's just a big desk with a couple of overstuffed chairs in front of the desk, and you see behind it sits a young human male, kind of a strong build, really kind of a handsome face, like a very defined face, good chin, and he's like leaning back in the chair, doesn't look to be working, and he kind of waves you in. Take a seat.
Is there a seat that I can take?
No.
Okay, I will not take a seat then.
I will.
Drakel will.
Yeah. There's enough there for everybody to sit, except for Newton.
Need to go to a cobbler, get some, like, I need to get, like, some shoes, like, that are really well fitting. Amount of standing I do.
Yeah. He waits for all to get settled in. And he goes, I've been told by Benjamin that I have you to thank for dealing with some of the issues going on in my holdings around the forest in Low Hill and surroundings. Which is very, very good. I'm glad you were there at the time, that you so graciously helped. I have been informed that you haven't been adequately compensated for your time and effort. I would be willing to provide you with a bit of compensation. But do you see, I'm in a bit of a situation myself. And while I can provide you a payment, I would be in a much better place to provide you a more handsome reward if you would help me with a task.
Okay.
Okay. There's an incident that occurred not too long ago in the city, a few days ago. The lady of the city and the region is wanting it to be dealt with, but it's very delicate due to some politics in the area and can't depend on the guard to deal with it. So she has assigned me to do so, but I don't have the skills required for this.
What's the task?
I know very little about it. I was assigned this to find someone to deal with it. And when I found someone of adequate skill and willingness, I was to send them to the lady for an interview so she can double check and provide you with the specific details. She's playing everything very close to the chest with this. All I do know is it has something to deal with, I don't know how much you know about the local history of the area, but the loyalties of the guard forces are a little muddied from the previous lord of the city and its holdings.
and it has something to do with that. That's all I know. If you could help me with this, I would be in much better standing with the lady of the city, as well as able to tap into some funds to pay you a bit extra for what you did for me. And I do know that the lady is also offering a reward for this specific task, which would be on top.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say help will entirely depend on the nature of the task.
Well, why don't we do this? I'll pay you what I currently can for what you did with Lowhill, if you agree to meet with the lady of the city.
That seem fair, everyone?
And if you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. But just know that you would have my gratitude and the lady's reward if you did do this, as well as maybe a bonus from me.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think we'll turn down the conversation, at least.
Grand. Yes, and so your payment opens up a like a cupboard.
The jingling of the dice actually kind of works there.
Yeah. So pulls out 2 gold coins, 10 silver coins, and 11 brass. It's what I have on me that I can provide you right now, my discretionary budget. I will have a bit more that I can provide you if you can help the lady and increase my standing with her.
Well, obviously we don't guarantee promises, but we'll have a conversation and we'll see what we can do.
At least I hope this money helps you and does convey my gratitude for your aid.
Of course. Thank you.
It would be more, but I do have to finance a new bridge being constructed over the Red Pike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Funny how that bridge has caused a lot of problems, it seems.
Yes, it has. But thank you. If you would, you should only have to wait maybe a half hour, and you can see the lady upstairs. Just have to go and inform her and make sure she is done with her morning breakfast.
Fine.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Benjamin, show them to a waiting room. He gets up and walks out. Benjamin kind of like gives a kind of a deep breath. He goes, "Oh, that went well. Come on, there's a pretty nice waiting room upstairs. I've been there a few times." Kind of guides you upstairs to.
What does it look like when it goes poorly with him? I'm curious.
He's not. He doesn't get a lot. He doesn't really get angry. He gets very mopey. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult to deal with.
I know plenty of folk like him, at least in that sort of sphere.
But yeah, let me show you. And he kind of guides you up, and there's a bigger waiting room with like a little like tray in the center that's got some like snacks on it, and like a couple of like a pitcher of water with some cups. And Benjamin kind of shows you in and just goes, "Well, this meeting isn't for me, so I'll just I'll see you at the tavern." Yep. See you at the tavern. And he leaves you. And you are now sat kind of this well-appointed waiting room, sitting room.
I'll pour myself a glass of water and sit down.
Yeah, it's kind of one big door off to the side, and then the door to the hallway that you just entered in from, and you kind of just wait
for a bit.
Newton sits down like an ogre from Darktide, where he just plops down.
There's a couch on one wall, so there isn't enough room for you to sit.
I don't want to risk breaking luxury furniture. I'm just gonna like rock back and forth on my heels.
Whereas Ashen is doing this right now.
Right, yeah, dangled off you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Drakel's laid across the couch, like paint me one of your lizard men.
No.
No?
That would be extremely rude. We want
That's fair.
the lady to like us, so she'll invite me back, so that I can get into her good graces, and then get one of these fine paintings authenticated.
Then she could paint him like one of her lizard men.
No! I am not one of those people that would do that. I'm a lizard of sophistication.
Yeah, so she'd be the one painting. Yeah, that's what we're saying. She'd be the one painting you.
No. Not at all. I'm not a plaything.
This cold blood don't run hot.
But yeah, as you wait, we have what, 5 minutes till the end of the official end time. It's gonna be a meeting. It's gonna be a big one. So, why don't we end it a little early?
Okay.
And I won't forget just to give you all your XP and stuff.
Alright, so all we've got left to do tonight is to thank everyone who's been here. So thank you, as always, to Commissar Roach for writing and GMing this game. We also have been joined by the wonderful UtariOnzo, Surelyonlymikey, Red Moogle, Rival Zone Gaming. I've been Midge Man. This has been the Component Cast, giving you the production of Zweihander, the Great Schism. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.